Good evening, Crypto Chaos. What's up, guys? Let's go. 80,900 right now on Bitcoin. We pulling back or what? Well, we're going to get into that here in a second. How you guys doing this evening? How you guys doing? Good evening. G-Dog in the house. Literally in the house. Yes. How's it going, G-Dog? Good morning. Good evening, wherever you guys are. Cliff. Hello, Chaos. Good morning, J-Money. J-Money, how you been, man? It's been a minute. How's it going, Jay? How's the Pokemon treating you these days, huh? How's it treating you these days? I got so much crap. I'm trying to... My whole life is, a mess right now. How's it going, guys? I was enjoying that music, says G-Dog. Yes, well, no problem. Until I hit the random keys. What's up, guys? What's up, Go Time? Good evening, everyone from Tampa, Florida. Nice. Southwest Florida. Dude, I love it. I got family and friends still in Southwest Florida. Love, of course, that area. Tampa, too. Go Time. What's going, man? Let's rock, guys. Let's rock. How's it going, guys? Crypto Quentin also ready to go. Let's get it, guys. Let's see what's going on today. As I give you, of course, the chaos and the news. But, of course, you guys come for the news, but you stay for the chaos. So I'm going to give it to you like I do it every single night. Let the chaos commence. Let's do it. Oh, the pedals don't work no more. I gotta tear this whole thing down, guys. It's gonna be a bit of a mess until I figure this all out. You'll know when I'm ready to get out, when I'm streaming from the floor or something.
Stupid?
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. Okay, guys, day 2 of tearing down the studio. As you can see behind me, everything looks a bit different. Everything's a bit of a disaster zone, things everywhere, destroyed. Yeah, that. All right. The random keys moment. Heard you speak mid jams and thought 6G finally talking into your brain. Yes, Cliff. 6G is coming. They can look through walls. Remember, wasn't supposed to say that day. All right. So yeah, 80,900 right now on Bitcoin. Of course, the heartbeat of our space. Let's get the dancing mascots. Man, they are really pumping, man. They're making me paranoid. Okay, looking at 80,900. Are we finally getting a pullback? I told you guys this morning that we could get rejected off of this trend. The trend that, of course, was created by the entire month of April. So we are bucking a little bit of the trend right now. Will it retest and break out tonight? We could see a possible breakout. If we get maybe as high as 82,003, if we get as high as 82,003 this evening, it's possible we could see a bit of a breakout. Maybe getting as high as 85. This is kind of the wall, the ceiling I'm looking at. Just based on the order books, of course, we talked about that this morning. Let's take a look and see how the overall feel of the market is right now. There's a lot to get into. All right, let's clean this up and jump on in. Again, guys, I remind you every single day, don't pay for what you get for free. This is Kimbo White Snowland on YouTube, bringing you the live heat map for free. Of course, giving you a better look at the order books on Bitcoin. All right, let's take a look and see what's going on with the weather. Wow, we are flat. What is up with this volume, guys? What is up with this volume? This is the second day in a row. Lower volume each day as well. It feels like we're waiting for something to just, happen. But yeah, Bitcoin doesn't seem to care. It seems like the bears are sitting back anyway. They're not really defending too much of an area. Right now they're structured right around 81,000. 200, 300 is probably going to be pushed up into about 81.3. You can already start to see that's kind of there. Again, don't disrespect the 3s, the 6s, and the 8s, guys. Of course, on their psychological levels now for 2026. Yeah, so that's what we're looking at right now. We could get rejected here and then maybe come back down to retest 80,800. That'd be the next step, of course, on the way back down. Again, I'm not really looking at anything special with that volume, but we saw 9 billion back and forth this morning, and somehow, Bitcoin got up to 81,000 this morning. So who knows? I don't know what's going on. It seems like everyone's all the whales have taken a back seat. Now the bears are just getting wrecked. That's what it seems like, anyway. All right, taking a look at the short term, looking bearish right now. Looking in the last few hours, it's like 2 or 3 hours overall, respectively, on the 24-hour on the order books. Looking bearish, man. Not so much down here, though. So that tells me that we're pretty much just waiting on the bears, and they're building up lower positions, not for very long. at the short term. We're getting a tiny bit of the poke in through here, but not as much as we're seeing above us, and really hardly anything down here being ignored around $65,000 Bitcoin. Looking at the weekly. So again, short-term bearish on the daily, right? Looking at the weekly here, again, we continue to build up higher and higher and higher, and fill in all these gaps. Nothing really new here. Even higher lows now, producing on the longs, filling in the gap that we, of course, destroyed the bears since last weekend. So that entire area now is up for grabs, and they've already, sent us higher. So yeah, we're still looking at the golden pocket, which is now getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Between 75,000 now, 70,000 flat, all the way down, of course, to about 65K. It's a huge green area of a buy zone that everyone wants to buy just one more time. Please, sir, please, can I just have a little bit more Bitcoin before the bull run? Oh, can I? That's basically what we're looking at right here on the charts, guys. Everyone's just going to be panhandling at the end of the year. I really wish it would have went down to 55K, but I'll take 70. I'll take 70. Sorry, it's too late, sir. It's too late. The time is gone. The time is nigh. We're off to 90K. All right. So yeah, that's what it looks like, guys. Looks like, of course, more bullish, of course, on the longer time frames. Short term, a little bearish, but really, it's kind of hidden bullish. I mean, the amount that's actually sticking up above and starting to build up below, it's actually still mostly defending the area, the key area of about 80,000 and 75K, respectively. I would say 78, 79 more than anything else. That's more than likely where we're going to see a rebound. Somewhere between 79 and 75 if we do start to come back down. I've been showing you guys this since Monday. I guess this is when I came up with my idea. Maybe it was Friday night. It might have been Friday night originally, I think. Of course, if you guys are hanging out with the Patreon over the weekend. All right, so that's what I'm my overall outlook is still bullish, right? I'm already in Bitcoin in a huge way, so it doesn't really matter where Bitcoin goes, in my opinion. I'm still DCAing every single day, about $20 every single day in the Bitcoin. And then also, we're looking at other coins too for pullbacks. Ethereum, everything else is kind of waiting for Bitcoin the shit will get off the pot. It's starting to attempt to break out, but everything's still held up by resistance right here on Ethereum. You can take a look at there. $2,450 is where it's going to have to go. We haven't retested that again since the middle of April, so maybe that'll come up here soon. It looks like a little bit of a bull flag here, probably developing in the daily. You can see right there on the daily, if it doesn't get rejected, that's where we're going. Hopefully another breakout on Ethereum. We could take it up as high as $2,700, $800. I've been watching this a lot closely because I've been accumulating Ethereum in the past 5 days. I bought like almost an Ethereum every single day. Today I bought an Ethereum and a half. You just don't know when we're going to see that pullback. But if we do finally see that pullback, I will be buying quite a bit of everything, especially if we even get close to the trend line on Bitcoin. So that's what I'm hoping to see anyway here on the short term. If we don't get it, guys, I hope you have a plan. I hope you have a plan. Hope you have enough, because that's the biggest regret in crypto is you never have enough of something, right? Something. All right. But I'll always have enough of Bitcoin. I'll never have enough of Bitcoin, but have enough to to live off of and enjoy my life in my retirement. That's the plan anyway. That's the plan. Moving on, guys. We got to get through. I got an F ton of headlines to read today. We got to get through the sentiment. All right, guys. So overall, my general thesis right now is short-term bearish, long-term bullish. Looking at the monthly and the weekly, of course. You don't have to be Neo to see through the matrix. It's going up, guys. It's going up. It's going up. All right. Where are we going? So just chill out.
So just chill out.
Make sure you got your bags packed. Either way, one way or the other. Make sure you're positioned. I've been telling you guys, I am positioned for both. All right, 39 trillion, 205 billion. Again, we just broke 200 billion over that 39 trillion yesterday, and now we're into about, of course, our traditional, $6 to $8 billion a day to keep the government afloat. Again, this is all borrowed off the back of its taxpayers. Thank you for taking my money. Thank you, America. And I'll help you out. I'll help you out just one time with this $5 bill. I'll help you. I just need to burn 10 more trillions of these, and we're good. We pay back the debt. Oh shit! I got nowhere to put this. I just realized I don't have No. Yeah, I got a bit of a mess, guys, on my desk. Okay, there we go. That'll work. All right. This. Don't burn the house down. Okay. All right. I got to get out of here first. All right. Let's take a look and see what will the crude oil hit on Polymarket. It's number one trending topic on Polymarket. What will WTI crude hit in May of 2026? 100%? $100? Yeah. Looks like it's going to go up. It's going to go up a lot. And everyone's betting on it's going to go, yeah, up. Okay. Cool. So we're screwed.
What are you, stupid?
So much doom already. We just got started, guys. Okay, what else is top trending on Polymarket? Whatever happened to May 1st, Trump announcing aliens? That was trending on Polymarket for a long time. Is it still even a top pick? No, not really. Not really. Bitcoin up and down is still number 2. Iran ceasefire and air closes its aerospace by May 31st. A 36% chance. Yikes. Yikes. A lot of doom on here tonight, guys. Russia-Ukraine ceasefire by June 30th. 11% chance. Nope. Trump announces U.S. blockade of Hormuz lifted by June 30th. A 71% chance. A little less doom there. I guess one more, or I guess 2 more months of pain. 2 more months of pain.
What are you, stupid?
Short-term pain, guys, for long-term gain. Remember, that's the script. You stick to the script. Okay. All right. We gotta move on. Clarity Act signed into law is now sitting at a 64% chance. We got a little bit of bearish news coming out of the consensus conference, but still overall a lot more bullish on with this being signed into law than we have been in the past 2 weeks. So take it or leave it, man. Take it or leave it. Fear and greed index now sitting at 67 all-time for greed right now. I guess closer to the all-time for greed on the last few weeks. I think the highest we saw was 73 so far for the stock market. We're getting close to that. That's the highest we've seen so far this week. Looking at crypto fear and greed again. We were just at a flat neutral this morning. Where are we at now? Neutral, and I hit the refresh button because the foreign market opened since I set up the live stream, and we get backed. We get hit back, knocked back a little bit. 46 now on the fear and greed index. Again, still some of the highest we've seen here in the last 4 months. Look at 98.3 on the Dixie today. Of course, not great. Of course, I'd love to see this go lower. It's getting a little bit of knockback today, but we did see a high today of about 98.5. Looking at the crypto bubbles, we're looking for any opportunities right now in our space. Let me take a look. Yeah, Bitcoin's still chopping around 81,143 for another pass going into the foreign market open right now. So again, we might start to see the bears get a little bit more wrecked tonight. Again, it's really got to shoot past this area to about 81.3. So we got $200 more to go, and then yeah, we're gonna start knocking back more of the bears and getting rectacular up in here. Let me get back to. I guess I don't have that open anymore. The order books. There we go. I gotta close this thing. I should have opened that. Didn't mean to open that. Damn it. Okay. There we go. Yeah. So right now we're looking at about man, the bears don't really have anything structurally set up yet. They're trying to. Again, I'm going to be betting on 81.3 for the most part, and then beyond that, 81.6, 81.8. See if they can, of course, keep us back from 82,000. 82K is probably going to be happening tonight, guys. Probably. No one's really set up for this. If they open bullish and then everyone keeps throwing money into the market, it could get going, but it just feels like it's exhausted, doesn't it? Like, I'm going to ask you guys in the chat, do you think the rally continues? Do you think the rally continues? This is my thumbnail, of course, today. Is the rally over? This disbelief rally. Is it over? Let's take a look. I'm going to ask you guys in the chat with a poll. Yes or no? Is the rally over? The disbelief rally over. All right, there we go. Let me get back with you guys in the chat here in a second, but first I gotta finish the sentiment. All right, right now with crypto bubbles, right? Crypto bubbles looking at the top 100 right now, up about 1% this morning, 3%. Wow, 3.6%. Looks like all because of Curve 2 meme core and Build On coming back up now in the top 100. Build On is in the top 100 now. What the hell? Crazy. Ton coin still going. Again, it had about breakout about 23% this morning. Now, of course, we're getting into a foreign market open. Zcash up another 22% this morning or today, and ICP coming out of nowhere with a 15% move today. ICP, haven't seen that one move in a while. Morpho's up 12%. It was mentioned at the last two conferences, so Morpho's having a little bit of good PR right now. Meme Core is up 31.2%. Again, that's the enabling memes, meme coins, and everything else on social media. That's the plan, anyway. Venice up 11%. A lot of big movers today, guys. Midnight also coming up 10%. A lot of coins following Bitcoin. It's hard to find anything that's oversold today. Speaking of which, not a single asset's oversold. 15%. Sky AI continuing to rip over 250% on the weekly, and of course almost 1,000% here on the monthly. Again, if you guys are part of my Patreon, Dylan, shout out to Dylan. Man, that's yours, my guy. That's yours. Cheers. Cheers. Yeah, that's all for Dylan, man. Not for me. That's for Dylan. Only for Dylan.
What are you, stupid?
Okay. Yeah, so Zcash is up 112% right now on the month. A lot of coins, of course, coming back. Dash, wow, Dash is up 65% on the month as well. Again, guys, we're looking for 30% off here. All you have is World Liberty Financial, and I don't know many people willing to take the risk on that right now. Might be a good flip, but I'm not throwing money at Trump coin or World Liberty Financial. So yeah, I guess there was something, guys. There's really nothing oversold enough to even DCA right now in the top 100. Those days are gone, at least for now. Let's get back in the top 200 and do the same thing over here as well. Maybe there's some sort of diamond in the rough. Rave, look at there we go. Rave continuing its downward trend, now sitting at 71 cents. Again, this coin ran up to like $25 just last month. It could come back. It looks like it wants to at least keep a bull structure going, at least a trend going. I wouldn't say bull structure, but yeah, it's going. I might be DCing a little bit of casino money back in there at some point. What else we have? It's the only thing oversold anyway on the day. Lab is up 298%, 300% on the week. Tags up 130, UB up 136, Gwei up another 40% on the weekly, making a new all-time high. It looks like, of course, in the last week. Yeah, you guys. No, not yet, not quite yet. We're down a little bit from the all-time high. That was, of course, towards the end of April. But it's getting pretty close. It's pretty much going to rally with Ethereum and, of course, make a new all-time high pretty soon if I were to be a betting man. Pendle is up 50%. We haven't seen Pendle move in a while. We even talked about, and this just came up 50% now on the week. Asteroid's up 65%, and yeah, and the rest is history. Nothing is oversold 15% or more except for Rave. Next runner-up would be XCN. Maybe that's the coin that you guys are looking for. Maybe. All right, let's see what else we have here on the monthly. Looking for 30%. There's not a damn thing in sight. We got Asteroid that's now up 800,000%. What the hell?
Stupid?
We got to go deeper into this. This is ridiculous. Okay. 800,000%. It's going to the moon, guys. Asteroid's going to the moon. Okay. This is ridiculous. Asteroid. How much is in this thing? That's not the right one. It can't be the right one. Only $6 million? There's no freaking way. That's 800%. Maybe it is. No, $175 million market cap. There we go. That's probably the one. In the top 300. Market cap makes sense. That'd probably be in the top 300 anyway. Yeah, this thing is moving. It's nuts. This thing's only been about what, six weeks of price action? More like 4 or 5. Yeah, it's still crazy, man. So crazy that people bought into this and continue to buy into this stuff. But the dogs still have their days. It's nuts. All right, I'm over it. Moving on. Market cap for Bitcoin dominance still sitting over 61% dominance. Take it away, Sailor.
This entire idea of like 60% dominance is bullshit, ridiculous, stupid.
It is, and it's still there. It's insane. Altcoin season never going to happen. All right, going into coin market cap and taking a look at the overall market cap. Today we saw a pretty high market cap. I think the high today we saw like 2.72. That was a new high. That was definitely a new high for the last 3 months, since our last 4 months, since of course we fell in February. So that was the highest I saw it on the day, about 2.72. And Bitcoin still is over $1.6 trillion in market cap. Anything else happening here? Not really. Hyperliquid still holding number 10. Leo's catching up, outpassing, of course, Cardano. Cardano actually just flipped Bitcoin Cash. Now sitting at 26 cents. Still a very, very, very good deal on Cardano. Cardano's like, guys, it's like a 4x from a dollar. And I don't know if you guys remember, like, I remember the bear market, we stuck at $1 forever, basically 80 to 90 or a dollar throughout the entire bear market in 2023, 22, something like that. And everyone just kept calling it a stable coin. Same thing with XRP back then. Kind of feels like the same way too in this bear market too. So yeah, it's crazy to think that some of these coins are just so easy to get a 4x easy on in the future. What else we have here? World Liberty Financial, of course, got tossed out of the top 20. Everything else is pretty much still the same. Moving on. Look at, of course, my favorite metric to share with you guys every single day. It's how many Bitcoins remaining on the balance sheet of all the exchanges in the world. And again, 2 years ago, we had about almost 3.5 million coins on exchanges. Now we have, of course, a bit less, quite a bit less, actually. 2.43, 2.45 million remaining on exchanges before, of course, the big gold rush, right? The Bitcoin, the orange rush. We should call it the orange rush. The orange rush is coming, guys. Are you going to be ready for it? Are you going to have enough? Oh shit. That's right. I took all my orange pills to the conference, and then I ate them all. I was too. Okay. I'm moving on. I just can't.
What are you, stupid?
Yes. Okay, we got to get into the news. There's a lot of news to cover today. I'm just going to skip through the rest of this here and then catch up with you guys here in a second. Bitcoin's still sitting in the top 11. Again, it flipped Meta, Facebook. It flipped Facebook just yesterday. Or not yesterday, last week, right after the Bitcoin conference. Looking at gold, still at number 1 slot, and silver now sitting at number 4. That, of course, happened, I think that was Friday. All right, nothing else changed really there either. Guys, if you don't mind, I would love to have you on the Patreon for only $15 a month. That's right, for less than a bottle of Tito's, less than a date with your mom. That's very, very expensive. Very expensive. And of course, less than the price of Netflix in 2026. You too can be a Chaos member. I am trying to get you guys to understand you have to have a diverse portfolio for this entire thing to work out well for you. And don't hold your bags forever. If you want to know any more, of course, hanging out with us in the Crypto Chaos crew, and we'll get you up to speed in crypto. In a jiffy, man. In a jiffy. You're going to need some help too, because they're not going to educate you anymore in a lot of these conferences like I went to last week. Okay. All right. So where are we sitting at? We're back down to 80,900, and the chat, guys. Gotta catch up with the chat. How are you guys doing tonight? Yes, Cliff with the butter. Jeez, the butter. How's it going, guys? Cliff says, random keys moments. Yes. Cliff, lower volume, maybe Japan or even people in Asia feeling the fuel and resource squeeze of general population. We're going to be having restrictions. They're possibly quarantining certain nation states from travel. So lockdowns are probably going to be happening, and of course rationing of food, because again, oil, fertilizer, and all the things, of course, are going to be limited in the rest of the world. 20% of the rest of the world gets their energy from the Hormuz Strait. Good evening, Chaos. Good evening, Strawberry Dragons. How you doing? Of course, our favorite flavor of dragon. You still have your job? Strawberry? I'm still waiting for you to get replaced by robots. It's coming soon. Strawberry, you got to get out there. You got to beat them all up before they take your job. They're coming. Oh, jeez. Thoughts on ZBAC chart if we rally, says J Money. Okay. We can take a look at ZBAC too a little bit, since I've got you guys on here. Dylan is the man. 100% Strawberry. Dylan is the man. I do appreciate, of course, all of his involvement in, of course, our Patreon. He's brought up a lot of freaking killer coins, man. Killer coins. We wouldn't have had Zama or Gwei if it wasn't for Dylan. We wouldn't have, we wouldn't be trading back and forth Rave Dow and Robo and oh my God, so many others, guys, so many others. In our peak just a few months ago, we had like 8 coins pop off, close to 50 to 100%. It was insane, absolutely insane. It's a little calmer now because I got a lot of shit to do. But yeah, you of course can hear about that and participate with our community if you want to, of course, join the Patreon. All right. Let's take a look at ZBEC. Let's take a look at ZBEC. All right, so it's coming back down the trend. Let's take a look at the shorter time frames. 15. Yeah, it's bouncing right on the trend too. Damn. We'll see if this continues. Again, the trend is your friend. So I mean, honestly, if it just wants to continue on this trend line, yeah, keep it steady. How long we got? Maybe 2 weeks. What we got? What the hell? Why is it not showing me the days? I'm on the right time frame. There we go. On the 1 hour might show me. Yeah, about 2 weeks. Yeah, about 2 weeks. If you chop sideways in this, that's a pretty long time period to keep the trend going. But we could see a breakup or a breakdown, of course, if we do squeeze it all the way. I'd say by then, if it takes 2 weeks for Bitcoin to break out or break down, you're probably going to see, of course, a breakdown more than likely if you go that far on this trend line. But yeah, it all depends on what Bitcoin's going to do, obviously. Obviously the entire space is the heartbeat is Bitcoin. But yeah, I'd be looking at again this structure, this very manipulated structure. We've seen this happen before, right? We go back to all this chop back here. They're very meticulous when it comes to keeping this coin in a range. They're really good at it too. So I'd be looking at a retest, especially if you want to trade it. I'd be looking at a retest on this trading line here, 2037, and we've seen a lot of that. We've seen a lot of that in the past 2 weeks. So that's what I'd be looking at. Again, looking like some of this chop back here. Again, it's very, very, very manipulative. We've seen this a lot with this coin. All right. So yeah, that's what I'd be looking at. I'd be looking at at least trading back and forth between the trend. The trend is your friend until it's broken. So hopefully you don't see a breakdown from here, and then maybe, of course, a couple tries to get in or out. If you guys are playing this range, you can, of course, make a little bit of money trading this back and forth, giving you the opportunity to play the range there. All right, let me get back to the chat. Strawberry Dragon's coming with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Strawberry. We love you, Strawberry. Yes, she still has her job. So far, who knows how long though? It's a miracle, man. I've been teasing you about that for over a year now. Happy Taco Tuesday, and also don't forget to wear your tinfoil hat on Tuesday, because they're coming, guys. The aliens are coming. I don't care if Trump doesn't announce it. They're here. They're freaking here. All right, what's going on, everyone? Happy Taco Tuesday. Happy Tinfoil Hat Tuesday. Dylan's the man. Yes, he is. All right, and I think we're all caught up in the chat. Thanks again. Shout out to Milk Money for dropping those fire and chaos in the chat. Those emojis, of course, help out my channel. I appreciate it, man. Yes, sir. All right. We got to get going back into the headlines, guys. I got a lot of stuff to unpack today. Consensus, of course, Miami kicking off today. Trust in the crypto remains the biggest barrier to adoption, says Consensus Miami 2026 panelists. One of them was a moron, though. You guys heard me trash talking this morning. That remains a primary barrier to the broader crypto adoption, according to the representatives of National Cryptocurrency Association, Circle, U.S. Bank, and Change Now at Consensus 2026 in Miami. Ali Tager of the National Cryptocurrency Association said that the research shows, is that the NCA? Oh my God. It's almost okay. Almost a other 3-letter word. Okay. Said the research shows that the number one barrier to non-crypto holders is that they do not get it. Citing complexity, jargon, and misinformation as persistent challenges. They won't need to know. They won't need to care, because it's all going to be on the back end anyway on Web3. They're going to have any access to it. They're not going to know any difference to the money they're moving back and forth when they're using stablecoins. They don't have no freaking idea. I'm pretty sure they're going to have a wrapper that makes zero sense to the normies, all hidden by some, Walmart coin. You got Walmart coin? Yeah, you got Walmart coin. They have no idea what the fuck's going on in the background. All right. Panelists of the Circles, U.S. Bank, and Change Now said that they built this trust gradually through the user experience rather than the technical claims. Exactly how you do it, my man. Britt Cambus of the Circle said, "You are not going to get technical trust in 30 seconds, emphasizing the clarity and reducing complexity as a prerequisite for adoption." Rachel Castro of the U.S. Bank said this, the trust is central to the financial services and very easily broken, adding that the rebuilding it takes significantly longer once lost. This is one of the reasons why I think that the real winners this run is going to be a big part of it is going to be, of course, just Ethereum and Bitcoin, because they're the longest ones, of course, running the show with the least amount of barriers and, of course, complexity and security breaches, right? Over this length of time that crypto has, of course, been largely adopted in the last 16, 17 years. It's been 17 years now, guys, since Bitcoin was created in 2000 or launched in 2009. That's nuts. That's nuts. Speakers highlighted the customer support for the human interaction of the critical differentiators in the crypto platforms. Pauline Shanget of Change Now says that the primary factor of trust for me now is when it comes to Web3 project is a feeling that you're working with real people, pointing to the gaps in user support across the industry. We just had a lot of exploits in the last 3 weeks. They are definitely a little bit more cautious than they probably were maybe a few months ago. Canvas said that the reducing ambiguity in products and partnerships is key, noting that simplifying and complex systems can drive adoption more efficiently than new features. Panelists also pointed to the education as a necessary step for onboarding new users. Tiger said that the industry must make it super simple, make it accessible, make it trustworthy to remain mainstream audiences. Okay, that's pretty much obvious, man. It's the obvious, man. All right, that's probably the guy I was pointing out earlier. The discussion moderately by Ashley Wright focused on designing systems to prioritize transparency, usability, and communication, with the speakers agreeing that the trust must be embedded across product design, customer engagement, and regulatory frameworks, rather than just a standalone feature. All right, we got a lot more. Clarity Act. U.S. Senator expects Trump to sign in major crypto bill by July 4th. So this is the first time we kind of got like another deadline in a while. July 4th still kind of matches up with our original target. June, July, of course, if they do get the markup out this month and they get it, of course, for a vote, it's possible that could also be, right around this date before the midterms. U.S. Senator Bernie Moreno has revealed that I guess their intentions is to get it done before July 4th. I remember when they were trying to get it done before Christmas.
What are you, stupid?
And another day, the Clarity Act continues. This is starting to feel like the XRP lawsuit all over again. Or the Sam Bankman-Fried lawsuit all over again. Oh, man, this stuff just lasts forever. All right, Senator sheds light on expected timeline for Clarity Act passage in a video posted by Solana. Moreno credited the U.S. President Donald Trump with growing progress in the crypto regulation space. He said, because of the President Trump, we're making a lot of progress. He also remarked on the fate of the Clarity Act. Moreno added that he passed the Genius Act next week. We're going to be mark up the Clarity Act in the Senate, which is a big deal. However, the markup schedule has not been announced. Nonetheless, experts expect that the Senate markup of the Clarity Act should commence in May. Again, we're in May now. Moreno also accepted procedural complications. He further noted that a bunch of committees have jurisdiction, and so we had to put it into a tiny little package and remained confident of the speedy approval. He said the Clarity Act could be at the president's desk before the end of June and will be signed into law before July 4th. Pretty solid timeline there. I hope it's true because we're kind of running on a time. and Russia's pretty much going to beat us to the punch. I mean, we keep getting beat by everybody. We were beat by Hong Kong originally. Now we're going to get beat by freaking Russia. Anyway, we do have the Congress and senators are going to be back in action on May 9th. So put that in your calendar. I'm pretty sure that's Monday, next Monday. All right, let me get back to it. What else? We got a lot to cover tonight, guys. There's a lot coming out. News out of Consensus. The world's entire economy will be tokenized, says Consensus's Joseph Lubin. The Consensus CEO of founders said the tokenization can be traced back to Ethereum, the blockchain he helped co-found. So Joseph Lubin, the founder of CEO of Consensus and an Ethereum co-founder, said that Consensus Miami 2026, the tokenization of virtually the entire global economy is now inevitable. Rather than experimental. Lubin argued that the Ethereum early design, enabling everyone else to issue tokens without creating a new blockchain, has positioned it as beneficial to the traditional financial institutions, move assets such as stablecoins, treasuries, and other real-world assets on-chain. He said the Ethereum's maturing ecosystem, bolstered by the Layer 2 scaling synchronous composability, and the Ethereum role as a trust commodity is attracting regulators in transactional traditional finance, even as recent disruptions in decentralized finance reflect a still developing technology. We're moving into a world where essentially the entire economy is going to be tokenized, said Joseph Lubin, CEO and co-founder, of course, of everyone, blah, 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 consensus of 2026 Miami. All right. So yeah, I agree with him on this. It's coming, whether we want it or not, or like it or not, or believe it or not. I know some of you guys still are in disbelief about this. But yeah, I mean, Bed Bath & Beyond also, don't forget, put out a domain change service request for tokens.com. And so yeah, they have the they're going to be launching an entire real world asset ecosystem. And we're gonna we're gonna tokenize everything. We've had car titles, homes, and driver's licenses on the blockchain tokenized since 2022. I was talking about that in 2023, 24. Yeah, this is happening. It's already been happening. It's just we've even tokenized the rainforest to some extent. I'm not going to get into all that, but yeah, it's been happening. We're going to get a lot more, so be prepared. Again, most people won't even know it's happening. This is going to be your daily, I went to the DMV and I had to do this and get my driver's license and blah, blah, blah. It's all on the blockchain. Essentially, it's just going to be data on the blockchain. No one's going to have any idea. And no one's going to have any clue this is happening. I hate crypto. Well, you're going to be using it every day and you don't have any idea. This is going to be how it is. All right. So Lubin also traced tokenization back to Ethereum's origins, describing it as a breakthrough that allowed anyone to issue assets without building on a new blockchain. Yeah, and this is... yeah, that's pretty much where it all began, right? Smart contracts, Ethereum, doing what Bitcoin couldn't do right out the gate, of course. Evolving this blockchain as we see it today. Lubin pointed to the evolution of Bitcoin as the first decentralized token to Ethereum's role in enabling the creation of new tokens without building a separate blockchain. He said that the technology has reached a level of maturity that is drawing in traditional financial institutions and regulators. We're now sufficiently mature and attractive to the traditional finance organizations and regulators, he said, pointing to Ethereum's reliabilities, security, and scalability as the key differentiators. He said that tokenization is expanding for the stablecoins into treasuries and other real-world assets, with the financial activity expected to be moved onto blockchain infrastructure. He outlined Ethereum's scaling approach. Layer 2 networks are increasing capacity. Developments, of course, in synchronous composability aim to allow transactions across multiple networks to execute with a shared system. All these transactions across different networks are going to be burning Ethereum, he said, referring to how the activity across the ecosystem feeds the value back to Ethereum, because, of course, they're going to be burning the tokens for fees, etc. He described Ethereum as a trust commodity, arguing that its role in securing and settling transactions that could give it monetary characteristics as more economic activity moves on-chain. Lubin also added that recent disruptions in the decentralized finance reflect a developing technology, and said the ecosystem is continuing to strengthen through collaboration. And there we have it. Happy Tuesday, guys. Happy Tuesday to you, Ben. Yeah, there you go, Ben. That one's for you. That one's for you. All right. Yeah, Ben and I have been having a lot of back and forth on the future of our space, and of course, what's likely going to be the most adopted next. We of course had a big back and forth last Friday night, I believe. Of course, on the Patreon. If you guys are not on the Patreon, you're missing out on this. Back and forth between the Patreon members, asking the right questions, having debating the right things. Of course, we need to be learning together and then building up these portfolios that will last and survive the test of time. All right. I did a really good. I think I did a really good speech last weekend on, or maybe it was Monday. I forget. On just the old sailor days and trying to capture some of his fire in a bottle. With describing Bitcoin as a time capsule for money. You're basically paying yourself way in advance in the future. You just have no idea how much. All right. It's transparency. What do we got? Transparency, not the tech alone that drives crypto adoption. Panelists tell consensus in Miami. I just wanted to double check. This is pretty much the same thing we covered earlier, but we had a few different panelists here. Robinhood VP of Crypto Institution, Nicola White, said 50% of the Robinhood's new platform users in Q1 were the first-time investors. Wow, so they're getting some new liquidity, it looks like, on their platform, and warned that the retail-facing 100x leveraged perpetuals are the risk of the industry should be slowing down to address. I agree. I agree, because I've dealt with a lot of that stupid shit on the other side. I'm so tired of it. Not even 100x, but even 10x. I mean, don't play with leverage if you guys don't have to, guys. Don't borrow money you don't have. Only risk what you're willing to lose. Of course, that's what we say in our space, right? But hopefully you guys are doing that. Hopefully. Public.com CFO Sruthi Lanka predicted that the retail users will increasingly make the wealth manager redundant. That's right, because now we are our own asset manager. Michael Sarah said that like 2 or 3 years ago. He's like, the way that we're inflating our currency 15% a year, right? You have to be your own asset manager. You have to be your own broker dealer, because if you're not able to, of course, catch up with your purchasing power. You need to be making at least 20% more per year in order to, of course, outperform the declining purchasing power of the dollar. Again, 10 to 15% a year. You're not making that much more, right? And on your paycheck, they're not giving you 20% or 15% even a year in a raise. So again, you need to be your own asset manager. Yeah, 100%. And then that's why the crypto is now, of course, and these exchanges are now going to be making the wealth manager redundant. I 100% agree with that. And the 28 Ventures, Lindsay Bell projected that 8% of the Americans will be operating with at least one AI agent. If you're not doing it already now, you are late. You are late. I've been using AI since, the 2022? When we first had our breakthrough moment with ChatGPT. The DeepSeek moment that took out the internet or whatever, took out the market, last year. You're definitely missing out if you're not playing with these AI agents. All right, you come a long way too, especially with image generation. I mean, we were having 3 legs and 6 fingers and 3 arms, and now we're pretty much like dead spot on. Every once in a while you get one ring that's not supposed to be there, or maybe you'll get one extra finger. It's a lot better. Of course, the video generation too is insane. All right. Moving on. I think I pretty much covered all of this now, and we're good. What else do we have here? I got a lot of headlines, guys. A lot of headlines. Also got to take a look, make sure Bitcoin's not taking off without us. So it looks like it's still chopping around 80,000, 81,000, 88,900. Still attempting to, again, keep the bulls above 80,800 is what the bulls are trying to do right now. Overseas demand for U.S. equities is growing, says Robinhood's Johan Kerbart. The trading app senior vice president said tokenization, 24-hour trading, and regulatory shifts are driving broader investor access beyond global markets. Global demand for U.S. equities is increasing. Robinhood pretty much said all this in the headline. Robinhood has also began offering tokenized stock products in Europe and aims to open private equity and other traditional restricted assets to the broader base of investors, even as U.S. regulation slowly becomes more accommodating. This has been going on for a while. I mean, we did the same thing. Coinbase did the same thing last year. Everyone, of course, is getting on board in America, and the rest of the world is adopting as well. All right. Damn it. I just closed 2 by accident. Oh, there we go. Coinbase cuts 14% of its staff as AI reshapes how crypto companies operate. We mentioned this morning. I just want to briefly go over it again. I don't want to spend too much time on it. Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase, announced a workforce reduction of roughly 660 of its staff from its current 4,700. So they're trying to get around a nice round number. It looks like maybe 4,000 people by the end of the year. Coinbase will lay off about 14% of its workforce. All right, there we go. Come on. Oh, okay, there it is. Crypto's value is far from being outside regulatory apparatus, says Arthur Hayes. A little bit of another another takeaway moment at Consensus. We got his opening statements on the panel this morning, but of course he had another speech later. All that matters is that for Bitcoin's value proposition is fiat liquidity, said Arthur Hayes, CIO of Maelstrom at the Consensus Miami in 2026. He says the Clarity Act really doesn't matter. That's been kind of his game for a little while. Bitcoin has value because it exists outside the regulatory apparatus, says Arthur Hayes. There's a lot of talk about TradFi and regulators and crypto coming together and having this bastard child. Ooh. That's one way to put it. Man, he still tells it like it is, though. Crypto doesn't need regulation, something that's charting the price of Bitcoin over the successive U.S. governments clearly shows that, according to provocative co-founder at BitMEX and CIO of Maelstrom, Arthur Hayes. Arthur Hayes' thesis is simple. Fiat liquidity, precisely the printing of more money, is the only thing that affects Bitcoin's value proposition. And we're going to continue to print. Yes. And two is, of course, continuing to grow, and I'm sure he mentions about that as well. If you want to talk about the piece of Bitcoin, about the price of Bitcoin, then what's fair value, or what's the future price? It all matters on how much the units of fiat are there today. Hayes told the audience in consensus of Miami 2026, how many units of fiat do you think there will be in the future, and will be the pace of this fiat creation? And it's not just the U.S. dollar, of course. The rest of the world is running on fiat. Well, there's a lot of talk about the TradFi and regulators and crypto coming together and having this bastard child. The majority of people who attend conferences like Consensus want only to see the number go up, he said, but they forget what has made the price of Bitcoin go up from zero to ever how many trillions of dollars that is worth today. He added, hammering this thesis home. The more money that is printed in the United States and around the world, the more value Bitcoin will have against fiat currencies. He said this is the liquidity part of the equation, and that really drives the price of Bitcoin and not anything to do with politics, 100%. And that's exactly why I'm here. I got into Bitcoin and crypto, guys. Changed my world, 2020. We printed all that money. We gave it to people. I was looking up when my stimulus check, like a lot of you guys. When stimmies? And then I went down the rabbit hole. What is money? What are we doing here? Michael Seller's buying Bitcoin. What is he talking about Bitcoin? Now he's talking about saying his entire company to buy Bitcoin. What? Why is everyone running out and buying toilet paper? It was insane, guys. It was insane. Of course, this is why we're here, right? Today, a few executives in crypto maintain the social pressures as lively, chaotic, and strangely insightful as Hayes beyond the lapel-grabbing theatrics lies his record that... Who the hell wrote this shit? My God. My God, you're trying too hard. Damn it.
What are you, stupid?
Damn it. All right. Behind the lapel-grabbing theatrics lies a track record that traders pay attention to. For instance, Hayes was early to the rise of several AI-adjacent tokens. This is ridiculous. Oh, my God. Who wrote this shit? A sector that's dominated by speculative inflows, and throughout the 2024-25, he has also championed Zcash with a rallied more than 40-50% over the past year. Oh, God, this aristocratic piece of shit. Who wrote this? Ian Allison, and edited by Stephen Alfer, and probably an AI model, of course, of some fashion, right? That's ridiculous. Okay. All right. So, more recently, events like COVID, stimulus checks, of course, like I just mentioned, Biden's new Green Deal, and the Russian invasion of Ukraine have driven up the value of the bearer assets like Bitcoin and gold. This is the value that Bitcoin provides outside the regulatory apparatus, says Hayes. It's precisely the reason that it does not adhere to the regulatory regime, and some of you wish that you put it under with bills like Clarity Act and other things. Yeah, I 100% agree with them. This is why we're here. This is why I'm here, and I'm never gonna sell my Bitcoin. Okay, moving on. All right, let's see. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse says the Clarity Act is better than chaos. I don't know, man. I would confer. As the Senate hits a key moment, the crypto market structure bill, Clarity Act, needs to get it into the next step. A Senate hearing this month will have a reasonable chance, and Garlinghouse said. It sounded like he said on a different article that it wasn't coming. It's not a done deal. It's not a done deal, at least. Ripple CEO says the market structure bill is not a done deal, despite the stablecoin compromise. Brad Garlinghouse addressed the attendees of Tuesday's crypto conference on the progress of the Clarity Act after the U.S. lawmakers announced a compromise of the stablecoin yield that could advance the legislation. Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple Labs, warned Tuesday the recent progress of the digital asset market structure bill in the U.S. Senate did not guarantee the success for its legislation, speculating that the next 2 weeks could be or would be crucial. 100% there. Of course, we're going back into talks on this, debates on this next week. Speaking at the Consensus Crypto Conference in Miami, Garlinghouse said that the likelihood of the market structure bill and the Clarity Act passing would drop precipitously, or I can't pronounce that freaking word, drop dramatically, like the word you used.
What are you, stupid?
If not addressed in the next 2 weeks, according to the Ripple CEO, the bill would be too much of a loaded issue amid campaigns of the 2026 U.S. midterms, with primaries ongoing until November elections. Do I think that this is perfect? Hell no, said Garlinghouse, referring to the Clarity Act. I challenge you to show me a piece of legislation that would be, we call perfect. There's trade-offs and compromises, but I do think the clarity is better than chaos, and I would disagree. I enjoy the chaos. I enjoy the winning
so much,
and I enjoy the chaos president. Ups and downs and everything else in between. It's been fun. The world's become somewhat of a casino, right? I love it. Okay, it's too much. Okay, I gotta get back to you guys in the chat. Happy Tuesday to you again, Ben. All right, I think I was right there with Ben. Yep, Strawberry Dragons, shouting out to Milk Money, burning that money as well. Talking Luna. What sort of a crazy market? yeah, Luna. Is Luna coming back? Like, what is going on with Luna Classic? What sort of historical things? Are we about to dump? Says Slick Rick in the chat. I've been saying looks like we're getting exhausted. I said this morning, if we do touch this trend from last month, we did not come down until we got into May, that we're probably going to see some resistance and then start to see a pullback. How far do we go down is the question. That's where I'm looking at something like this. Possibly going down to at least the middle of our parallel channel where we just came up from, right? We did bounce pretty clean off it too on that last move up. So it's possibly get as low as that, which is about 75K flat, which you can see on the order books is a large support level there for the bulls to long. So that'd be my first guess. I'm positioned well to buy there for all assets in my portfolio. If we don't get it, I move on. I take my bag of money and I wait for another pullback or another day, or I pick up something else that hasn't moved on yet. That's what I'm doing. Best case scenario, if you're waiting for a pullback, I'm looking at this to the trend line on Bitcoin. Again, I'm going all the way back to the 2.5 event, and the overall market cap seeing a low of $2.2 trillion. The last time we did, of course, hit that, and I've been reiterating this now for 3 months. And I'm very adamant about it because it's, of course, held up this entire time. The trend's your friend. Don't fight the trend. So if we do go back to the trend line, you're looking at about $68,000 Bitcoin. And that's if it fell dramatically to where we are now. If it pushes out a little longer, maybe we're looking at 70 flat, right? We go into like maybe June. So maybe a 70 flat pullback by June. If we do see something like that by then, something like this, yeah, boom. But I'm not convinced yet because of everything I heard at the Bitcoin conference. Of course, I'm still bull-hearted from that conference. I've always been bull-hearted on Bitcoin. I never sold any of my Bitcoin, but yeah, here we are. I mean, of course, we use Bitcoin as the heartbeat of our space. So I'm hoping for a pullback to at least 75K. I'm going to start DCAing a bit more there. I've been doing a little bit of DCA every day anyway. And if we do see any more, I'll be very, very happy to pick up some more coins when Bitcoin's sitting about 68 to 70,000. Again, no guarantees that we actually pull back that far, especially when we have Clarity Act possibly going into law in about a month or two flat, right? So I'm not betting against Bitcoin. Yeah, that's why I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out. More like, again, 1 foot in, 3 toes out. That's kind of how I play this. All right. Let's get back to the news. See what else we have going on in the headlines. Bitcoin short liquidations push Bitcoin to a multi-month high. Is $90,000 coming next? A little bit of hopium here for you this evening. If you think that we're not going to rally any further. Asked you guys in the chat earlier when I started the live stream, is the disbelief rally over? And 78% of you guys said no. You guys are bullish, man. Whoa. You guys are bullish.
The point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura.
Yeah,
forever.
Right,
Apparently. That's awesome, guys. I'm happy to see you guys bullish. I was hoping to buy a little more, but yeah, screw it. Whatever. It is what it is. That's why I'm prepared. I hope you guys are prepared. Hopefully you have a time-tested built portfolio for success. Don't be betting on all these tiny little microcaps. Don't have more than if you have less than 6 figures, the key to success is hold strong coins and don't hold more than 4 or 5 or maybe 6 at the most. If you have less than 6 figures in your portfolio, you definitely don't want to be holding 10 coins or more. That's going to be key. pick your coins with the most conviction. I'm just gonna make this very clear. You gotta do it, guys. I mean, my entire portfolio, I think, is only like 8 coins, and I've got more than 6 figures. I mean, well, I have 6 figures or more. There you go. Just say that. So you gotta have conviction in the coins you pick. Is what I'm saying. And of course, the more coins you hold, the more risk you're, of course, adding to your positions. Okay. Short liquidations and rising open interest may be the signs of bulls planning to push Bitcoin price closer to $90,000. Bitcoin may have a clear path to 90,000 after 7.9 billion in short liquidations in February and put pressure on the bears. Data shows liquidations come in 3 waves that extend February through April. Liquidations highlight a growing imbalance as Bitcoin traders continue to build short positions above 80K, while the price holds firm, creating repeat conditions for future short squeezes. And I showed you guys this on the other books. We can clearly see where they're setting up shop, and it's above 85 too, way up there. I'll zoom on in and show you about 90K loading already. There we go. We'll just zoom on to this portion right here. I'll show you. On the order books, again, you guys get this for free. 85K is the next spot. They're loading up for all of the shorts. A lot of them are all going there, and they're lining up quick. The heat map, though, of course, nothing quite like what we see below here, about $70,000 level. Again, this is the trend line I'm talking about. This is the one I'm telling you about. The overall trend for Bitcoin is on that 70K level. And by the 1st of June, it will be there. So it's a very good possibility we do get a rejection, and we hit some of these highs. 75, 74, I don't know, 73, 72 and a half, and then of course 70K, which may or may not hit. You just never know. I am not betting on anything lower, and you should probably not be either. That's what's going on right now, leading in 2 months into the Clarity Act. We're getting a little bit more interest down here, about 65, a little bit, but pretty much anything below that, no one's really added to these positions in a long time. You can see all the way back here at the beginning of April, right? So you don't have to be a magician. You can just look at the data. Maybe you got to live in the matrix a little longer though to see it. I don't know. It depends on the person. All right, where are we going? Back to the news. There's still a little bit more news I got to get through before we hit into the end of the live stream with the prediction on Bitcoin. All right, looks like this piece of opium here says the repeat short squeezes pressure bears. Bitcoin researcher Axel Adler. Okay, Axel Adler Jr. Tracked over $7.9 billion in forced short liquidations since the early February. That's insane. I didn't know it was that many. I mean, we're talking about those main events. I think the biggest of all those events was like 3 or 4 billion. That's crazy. Already up to about $8 billion now liquidated since February, the 2.5 event. And then where we are now, combined total. The largest spike hit in 737 million on February 13th, followed by multiple waves through March and April. Liquidation volumes range between 2 million to 28 million per day, before jumping back to the 175 million on May 4th. The spike came during a quiet week, pointing to a renewed short exposure near $80,000 Bitcoin. The pattern showed consistent reloading of the bearish positions at higher levels. Crazy. The trend pulse data context to this behavior. The model moved the bear mode into neutral mode on early April. The short-term momentum had turned positive. The long-term trend awaits confirmation from a bullish crossover of the 30-day and 200-day simple moving averages, SMAs. Axel Adler Jr. said that the major liquidation is formed while the trend pulse sat in neutral mode. Transition phase after a bear mode without a full bearish confirmation. The largest spikes all occurred during these phases. All right. So basically, we're gonna get more liquidations coming soon. Pattern show represented strength fading, followed by the forced liquidations, creating pressure that can extend higher if current levels hold above 80K or 81.5. We're pretty much where we're at right now, 81. Market analyst Coin Neil pointed to the continued Bitcoin exchange outflows with the net flows of negative 837 Bitcoin on May 5th. That's a small amount. Singles ongoing accumulation through the smaller than 6,590 Bitcoin outflows on Monday, keeping the spot sell pressure limited. All right, so yeah, it looks like more people at the very moment just kind of mad rush to hold and get Bitcoin off exchanges, and you know, it's little after little, of course, buying pressure. Bitcoin price action has turned constructive after Bitcoin broke above the setting trend line. That's not getting much out of this, guys. It's too much. Too much opium for even me. The upside range of 86,000 to 90,000 aligns with the prior supply zone where sellers stepped in to halt the recovery. This area marks a cluster of past sellers' activity with relatively fewer resistance levels before it. Below the 76 to $78,000 range serves as the first demand zone. This is pretty much the exact same stuff I've been talking about. All this all wrapped up in a nice, clean article instead of the chaos like on my channel. All right, I'm over it. Bitmine's Tom Lee says that crypto spring has finally begun. Yeah, so again, another reiteration of Tom Lee's bullish sentiment. Bitmine continued a streak of increasing Ethereum purchases, scooping up another 101,745 tokens in the past week. So total holdings now exceed 5.1 million Ethereum. I did mention this yesterday, so I don't want to spend too much time on it. But crypto spring, in our view, is the commence on like the cycles past. Investor sentiment and conviction are muted and bearish, even as crypto prices strengthen. We believe that the potential passage of or even failure of the Clarity Act confirms the arrival of crypto spring, he added. So he's saying, regardless if we pass Clarity or not, we're going to see some sort of breakout. That's bullish, Tom. That's maybe even stupid bullish, bull-tardish. Oh man, he's really pushing Ethereum, man. Crypto investors have seen more than a half a year of depressed crypto prices since the October 2025 crash. Analysts have been debating when a meaningful rebound would occur. Lee said the drivers behind crypto, and particularly Ethereum, are still strong. Ethereum continues to benefit from the dual tailwinds with Wall Street tokenizing on the blockchain, and from the agentic AI systems increasingly needing public and neutral blockchains, said Lee. And what better place to build this than Ethereum, right? Because of all the other issues that blockchains are having. Yeah, and there's a good old Bitmine. All right, there's their Twitter post there. All right. I don't want to spend too much more time on this. Maybe one more quote from Lee. Lee's comments come as the Treasury has firm purchased more Ethereum. Company now owns more. Lee said the company is now continuing our aggressive accumulation in the line of its increased pace of buys over the past 4 weeks, and reiterated that our base case for Ethereum is the final stages of the mini crypto winter, which is coming probably October, November, December. Ethereum has outperformed the S&P 500 by 1,380 basis points. We started to remain one of the top performing assets in the world, besides the crude oil prices, he said. And don't forget Bitcoin. All right. I'm over it. We got to move on. Guys. Don't forget, we also have the merch store. It's in the link in the description down below. If you want to bring home any, of course, one of my items I have on the merch store, drop ship to you, of course. Any, cup, t-shirt, hoodie, sticker. I got to get more stickers. I used up all my stickers on my guitars, and I don't have. Now I can't even have an amp to even play them. All right. Anyway, yeah, we gotta move on. Let's get back in the chat, catch up with you guys one more time, and then we're gonna get into crypto Twitter. If you guys are enjoying what you're seeing here tonight, don't forget to leave the like and subscribe. Let me know what you are excited about from Consensus. I always call it Quincensus. It's consensus. They should call it Coincensus. I've been saying that for years. All right, let's see what else we got in the chat. How you guys doing tonight? How you guys doing? What? Whoa, big numbers. What? I gotta scroll up. 55 fries, 55 taters, 155 taters, 55K. Jake's still calling for 55K. You crazy snake bastard, you.
Oh, hail the king of Ohio, Jake the Snake.
Can't argue with him.
The keeper of wrenches.
Yeah, you can't argue with him. He's the king, but he's still down there alone, hanging out. I think Kim Jong-un's getting kind of bored with him. He keeps stealing his crown, and he keeps taking it back. But yeah, I don't see it happening, Jake. I still don't see it happening. I think 60K was the bottom at this point. It's almost confirmed. We got one more test of this trend. One more test of that trend. If we break it, then we'll talk again. But 58, that's like $900 lower than our low already on Bitcoin for the year. That's probably all I'm going to give you. And even then, the overall market cap has to go lower than 2.19 trillion. I mean, we got to go to $2 trillion or something, which is not impossible, especially with a macroeconomic collapse or global recession or something big, right? Something big that's been looming for a while that Jake also likes to push to or point to. All right, let's get back over here in the chat. I gotta catch up. Holy crap! What AI was being used well in 2022? Not really anything, really. It was mostly just ChatGPT getting off the rails, and all the AI image generators, right? What was the big one? Man, what was the big one back then? It's not even using Midjourney, right? Was it Midjourney? No one really uses Midjourney or even talks about it anymore. And now Sora got bought by Disney and they locked it down. It's a whole mess. AI is already a whole mess, a can of worms from where we started. I had a really good subscription with, it was like Playground AI or something like that. Oh, it was so freaking awesome, and had like canvases you could build like on top of it. That was like back in 2022, 23, and now that all got shut down, and changed and turned into something else I hate. And I moved on. I don't find anything I like anywhere close to it anymore. They just got too pretentious. And they're offering little for what you actually pay for now these days. The robots are here. Our future is no longer science fiction. It's going to be wild. Yeah, 100%, Cliff. The robots are here. The robots.
What are you, stupid?
They're coming. Right, 55 fries, 55K, 155 taters. Jake the Snake, of course, calling for a 55K Bitcoin. Crazy bastard. Gamagas says, good evening, Otaku and Chaos crew. Hope everyone's doing well. Yes, let's get this money. Of course, Gamma's tagline as well. Jake the Snake's got a clip from us from YouTube. Probably gonna...
Okay, Patrick, it's all in the technique. First go like this. Spin around, stop. Double take 3 times.
3 times.
2, 3. Then pelvic thrust.
Yep, that's
Stop
exactly
on your right
how
foot. Don't forget it.
you do it.
Now
Yeah,
it's
don't forget
time
it.
to bring it around town. Bring it around
Just like in the bedroom.
town. Then you do.
All right. I can't play the whole thing, Jake. This is getting ridiculous. Okay. We gotta get back. We gotta get back in the chat. I gotta catch up with the rest of you guys. The market right now, says Jake. It is. It is ready, man. It is ready. But you're calling for 55K. You're calling for 55K. Slick Rick says, I think you need to zoom out. Bitcoin is very close to breaking out. 100%. 100%. Yeah, Slick Rick. Have you heard me do my rant on the overall time frame of the bear markets? I haven't done it in a few days.
What are you, stupid?
It's been a few days. I mean, maybe it's been like 2. You know, maybe it's been 12 hours. I don't remember. I just like to do it. All right, I'll do it. I haven't done it in a minute, or at least one episode. All right, so again, this goes back to something Kathy Wood said about 4 or 5 weeks ago. I went back and double checked it. And yeah, pretty much is true. Very much so. All right. So as you guys know, I got into Bitcoin and crypto assets in 2020. So the first bear market that I witnessed and went through was this one here, 22 to 2023, where I bought Bitcoin around $15,000 to $16,000 on these lows. I was accumulating, and I finally got my first Bitcoin. Hurrah! Huzzah! Right? Hooray! Yeah, that's the word. What the fuck? This is dead. There we go. That's better. All right. So congratulations, Otaku got his first Bitcoin in 2022, in 23 in the bear market. That low right there only lasted for like what, 80 days tops, 80 days on that low to buy Bitcoin between 15 and 16K. Well, what I've been basically showing you and proving Kathy right is that if you take the halvings, if you take the length of time we've been stuck in the bear market, we cut it in half on these lows every single time. Look at this. Look, well, not that, I don't want to stretch it. Look at this. This is 2020. I'll put text on it. Let's do that. This is 2018. I'll just put 2018 bear, right? Then we got the 23 bear. Yeah, 2023 bear, 2022 bear, whatever. These are the absolute lows from those, and then we got the 2026 right now, and these are the absolute lows. Let me copy this one, put it down over here. Look at this, about half. I think we did it. I think this is close enough. I think we found the lows on Bitcoin. It was between 60,000 and 63. So if you didn't get in by now, you could have one more chance at 68 if we touch the trend line, and that's about it. We're going up from there, right? That's the general idea. I've been saying this for 3 months. We've been grinding up. The trend is your friend. I know a lot of people are still calling this another bear flag, but oh my god, we broke out quite a bit from calling that a bear flag now. So yeah, I don't know if that's gonna stick, at least not for me. We still have about 96, 97k to get back above to really start grinding maybe 83 for support. Then we're on to the races. We're off to the races again, right? And again, everyone's been calling for this. I went into this, of course, yesterday, and I've done it many times before. A lot of the banks and the institutions are, of course, calling, and the venture capitalists are all calling for about 225,000, 180,000, 250,000 by the end of this year. That's right. I said this year. That's what, of course, they were projecting at the beginning of this year for the rest of this year. I'm still calling for us to hit our head on the trend line somewhere here between $130,000 and $150,000 Bitcoin. So that's still a lot of upside for just this year alone, right? Going into next year, of course, into 2028, the next halving, after 27, and then we're talking about super cycle. But I've been saying it for 2 years now. Michael Saylor's been buying so much fucking Bitcoin. He's having the halving already. He's been having the halving, like, and then some. And then with BlackRock and the major ETFs, if you can put them all together, we've had like 3 or 4 halvings in a single halving cycle. In the last 4 years, we've had technically 4 halvings by all the time all this is done. Michael Saylor's buying an average of 200,000 Bitcoin a year now. We can only produce 164,000 for the entire world, not just fucking MicroStrategy. We have a bit of a unsustainable problem when it comes to Bitcoin, and that's the whole point. It's the most scarce asset in the world. You're going to be doing yourself a disservice if you don't at least have some. All right. Enough of my rant. Get on with it. We got to get over here and get into some real news over next. But I got to catch up with the chat first. Oh, damn it. I'm close. 200,000 anyone? 500,000 anyone? 75 anybody? Going once, going twice. 1 million. Did not you? How's it going? Did not you? I doubt we go to 70k, says Slick Rick. I agree. 75 is probably the next stop, right? And if we can hold 75, 78, that might be all we get. Again, worst case scenario, 68 to 70k, depending on when we do, if we do hit the trend line again. Another like, says D not you. Thank you so much, man. Gamma got the goods goddess. Whoa. Gamma got the goods goddess. Jake. Oh man, 200,000 should come quickly, not financial advice, says D not you. At some point we are going to get that supply and demand all at once. Godzilla candle. That's why I got all these Godzillas in the studios. Oh, I can't wait so much. It's just coming. It's coming. Eventually it's coming. It'll happen. Just gotta wait for it. I miss when, Samson Mao used to, preach the Godzilla candles. Not so much anymore these days. 55k will come even faster, says Jake. You stop it!
Are you stupid?
You stop it, Jake. You're relentless, man. This Jake the Snake Whisperer, says Jamma in the chat. All the fire and flames. Thank you again. Milk Money for putting the chaos in the chat. Gamma God says Milk Moolah. Yes, Strawberry Band, Cliff, Go Time, and more. Shout out to all of you. Thank you so much, Gigi. The Mommy Milker Money. What it do, baby boo? Oh my God. What it do? Jeez. Tamari, best hairdresser in crypto. Yes. Best wedding manager as well. Wedding planner. Ben Lawrence says, I thought this was a foot show. What's up with the crypto talk? What, Ben? I didn't even show my foot at least once. Not yet. Slick Rick says, of 80,800 holds, then we go to the 86k soon. Yeah, that's a possibility. It's a very good possibility. 800 if it holds. We are definitely going to be retesting at least 83 to 85k. 85k, of course, is going to be the largest area the bears are structurally putting up support around. Slick Rick also says they just keep catching the bears out like it's faking the right shoulder and ripping on them. Yes. More reckoning coming soon. You should be paying attention to closely the price action right now. If the 1 minute gets above the EMA in the small range, out support, it will be devastating for the bears. for the bears. It's a bit early. We still got about another 2 hours until intraday trading session really begins. Again, around 12:30 Eastern Standard Time on the other side of the world. Yeah, lunchtime for the Asian market. We can definitely see higher prices in the short term, says Jake the Snake, but he's still calling for 55K. 55K is fun to say, but it's likely is nothing more than a bear market rally. Jake the Snake says, I like seeing all the new faces come out and sharing their perspective. Yeah, me too, man. I do love, of course, everyone's perspective on the space, even how crazy it is, like you, Jake. 48, 58, 55, 55K. Alex, yeah, me too. Cricket the Reeks, Cricket the Rikes. Don't forget to hit the likes, guys. Don't forget the likes. Of course, Jake the Snake reminding me to shill harder. I haven't done this in a minute. I need to shill harder. I found this in my suitcase. I must have left it in Florida, and then I forgot I had it in my suitcase. Oh yeah. You rubbed the bear market rallies. Yes, bear market rallies. Buy the dips, guys. Ben Lawrence says, I thought this was a foot cabaret. When do we see them toes? A cabaret? Is that how you pronounce that? I don't know. You want to see my toes? You're such a weird man. You're a weird man, Ben. Here, I'll show you my toes. There they are. There's my toes. Crazy bastard. So this is like one of those late-ish nights. Please, as applicable. My God. I'm gonna have to start drinking, guys. This is getting ridiculous. What the hell are you having to do?
What are you, stupid?
All right. Let's get back to it. We got to get to some doom scrolling. We got 15 minutes, and I can stay a little longer because it's not a Patreon live evening. It's Tuesday, right? Yeah, Tuesday. All right. Let's see what else we have here on the other side, guys. Well, there's the there's the wall getting destroyed. I'm not sure why I'm there. All right. Let's get back over to doom scrolling. See what we can dig up today. Anything else breaking? Of course, we double check to make sure we're not missing anything breaking in our space on the real news over on X. New BlackRock says. CEO Larry Fink says, surging demand for the computing power could soon create an entirely new asset class centered around buying and selling compute futures. Okay. Microsoft strategy proposes selling some Bitcoin to pay dividends. That's old. He said that to appease his shareholders like the middle of last year. You buy Bitcoin with credit, you let it appreciate, and then you sell Bitcoin to pay the dividend. Oh, he might have just said that tonight, actually, reiterating that for his shareholders because it's his quarterly meeting, I believe, tonight. That already happened. We also had BlackRock doesn't stand a chance against strategy, of course. Mortal Kombat parody. Damn, finish him. You turn him into dimes? Like, what?
Fight!
Larry Fink just bleeds dimes? Like, what? I don't know what that was about. All right. This is incredible. These citizens are fighting back with the memes against corrupt, ineffective politicians that don't underestimate the power of a meme. This is Anthony Pompliano sharing this one, actually. Citing the DSA.
There's homeless drug addicts in front of the schools. My children aren't safe.
Look, if you were a transgender migrant, I could get you a free pussy.
Let's move the drug addicts closer.
Bass already solved crime. I endorse her.
Next!
Wow. So yeah, that's some very, very thick political jargon there. All right, I'm gonna stop. Okay, what else we have? 3.4 million ounces of annual silver production goes offline after massive explosion and fire. Guys, what is happening? First, it was the oil refineries around the entire world. Now we're going into the silver production facilities. Like what? What
are you, stupid?
I'm telling you, this has got to be an inside job. This has got to be America doing this on purpose to halt innovation across the entire world. We're behind, so maybe we're going to just shut everything down. But I've been saying that for a while. It's my conspiracy mind, of course, playing into that. Oh yeah, if you guys didn't see that one yesterday, we covered it. Ryan Cohen has this terrible interview where basically it says, so what do you mean?
Right, that's a pretty straightforward question. I don't get it. Like, where's the rest of the money coming from? Andrew laid it out pretty clearly.
I don't understand your question. We're offering half cash, half stock, and we have the ability to issue stock in order to get the deal done.
We're just gonna do it. Leave me alone. We're just gonna do it. All right, that was yesterday, of course. GameStop attempting to put a bid in for eBay. All right, MicroStrategy. Nothing would make me happier than to rip the faces off of all the skeptics and the shorts and drive MicroStrategy to the moon. Said Sailor. I love this company. He said that at his quarterly meeting tonight.
But the bottom line is, if Bitcoin, if the macro environment turns risk on and expands, and Bitcoin rallies, our equity rallies, it's go time. We're going to go, and we're going to go with the credit. Like, we're going to use the credit. Make no mistake about it. We want to see the MNAV, the equity is undervalued. We want to see the MNAV expand to 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. And nothing would make me happier than to rip the faces off of all the skeptics and the shorts and drive the equity to the moon. But the bottom line is,
damn,
if Bitcoin,
damn. So there you go. Yeah, I guess Michael Saylor said that last night at his quarterly, his quarterly, whatever you call it, meeting, whatever. Also, he's also down about $12.8 billion now on his Bitcoin holdings, so it's not looking great either. But he's finally up on his purchases. Potato, tomato? Two different things. Yeah, not looking great right now. Hopefully, moving on forward. A little better, of course, for Michael Saylor and his company when Bitcoin is over the moon. Trump to school kids, Iran was 2 weeks away from killing you. What? He told them? He told the kids
and
that?
And now we're going to take a hit because we have to make a journey down to Iran to get a nuclear weapon. They would have had a nuclear weapon within 2 weeks. Remember, we sent that beautiful B-2 bomber in, and we blew up their nuclear potential. It was obliterated, for those that are not aware, and to a point where it would take them weeks to dig down, and we wouldn't let them dig down. We have our eyes on it all the time. But it was a very important thing. So we would have had an Iran with a nuclear weapon, and maybe we wouldn't all be here right now. I can tell you the Middle East would have been gone, Israel would have been gone, and they would have trained their sights on Europe first and then us, because they're sick people. These are sick people. And we're not going to let lunatics have a nuclear weapon. The power of a nuclear weapon is something I don't even want to talk about. It's not going to happen, and we have beaten them badly.
Okay, they stretched that a little bit. They didn't say, actually, they're going to kill you. They were 2 weeks away from killing you. That's something he would have said, though. It's not in front of kids, so give him at least that credit. You are Brian Armstrong, and you're the most, and you fire most of your developers at Coinbase. What is it?
With a heavy heart that I announce that we will be firing most of our Coinbase employees today. We have spent $400 million on a dead crypto podcast and hired an influencer, and that's where all of our money went. Additionally, most of our products are now vibe coded. So we will be firing the development team and using Claude as our primary developer. Additionally, our customer support is taken over by the same NFT influencer, namely Kobe, who will be leading the charge on that end. Coinbase will continue to grow, and we will continue to prosper, and I will retain my high compensation package in the meantime. Coinbase to the moon.
Wow. Yeah, there you go. There's the truth. There's the truth. Y'all sold? Hopefully not. Ripple just made the biggest crypto deal ever. Garlinghouse's own words. Ripple's ex-bullish, a major unlock for both companies. Okay, maybe.
A couple big headlines overnight. I say this, the bullish deal, obviously the biggest crypto deal ever. I think it's also an amazing example, I think not dissimilar to some of the acquisitions Ripple has made of traditional finance bridging to DeFi crypto, where Equinity, I think, had zero activity around all things crypto, tokenization, real world assets, and now being partnered with Bullish. I think it's a big unlock for both companies, and not surprisingly, the stock's way up on the news.
Good for Bullish, good for Ripple, not good for XRP.
Are you stupid?
All right, moving on. In your case, you remember you need another sign that we live in a fiat society. Yes, we live in a fiat society. the hell? Okay, I guess that's featured in a new music video. I don't know. Insight Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse says that I've never been in XRP maxi. Tribalism is bad for our industry, and it's not going to be a one chain world. He said that this morning. We watched the interview with Brad Garlinghouse this morning at Consensus with the panel at Consensus, and he did say this. Not only him, but also Schwartz said it as well. Last week at the XRP conference, and a lot of these XRP maxis are gonna get kind of blown away when Bitcoin to the moon and XRP to $5.
What are you, stupid?
All right, even they're of course not that bullish on their own coin. What else? Happy Cinco de Mayo, friends. It's El Jeffy.
If you think about it, during the month of El Mayo, we're going to Cinco the rest of Iran's shitty little mosquito boats. And after we Cinco their shitty little Navio, El Cinco de Mayo will now be an American holiday-o. Just like the late, great Golfo de Mexico, it is now the Gulf of America. And now it's cleaner and more beautiful than ever before.
All right. This is what I was talking about too. David Schwartz, Ripple CEO, Emeritus has publicly admitted that he holds little XRP, saying he has moved most of his his assets away from crypto exposure. Speaking candidly, he acknowledged that this could mean missing what he wants in a generational wealth opportunity. Schwartz said the peace of mind outweighs potential windfall gains for him personally. So not even the XRP founders are heavy in their own product. He added that the Ripple stock provides enough exposure to the company's fortunes. I sleep better at night that way. Yeah, he's right too, because Ripple's done very well. Ripple stock has done very well compared to their XRP token. He said that describing himself as a sensible investor rather than a diamond hands hodler. There you go. These are the people that some people, adore, I guess. I don't know. Cliff coming with a $20 Super Tito's Super Chat. God. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Cliff. Thank you so much. Oh, man. We would have the Tito's alert if it wasn't for Cliff. Mowing his lawn his lawn at night. Just don't ever let Tito's take the wheel, Cliff. Jeez, I love you, man. Cinco de Marketo. Oh, that's so funny, Jake. Cinco de Markets. Cliff's also saying a happy Cinco de Mayo, Otaku-san and Crypto Chaos crew. Thank you so much for that super chat there, Cliff. Thank you. Cliff being nasty against us, Ben. What did Cliff say? Oh my god. Oh wow. Which guy was that? I don't know. It sounds like the crypto has been in the works for many years. Just might not care for what the clarity with more after. Then Cliff says surfing could always waves with the tech and be rolling in, and then that guy needs to put some panties for Bitcoin on. Yes. Yes he does. All right. Let me see. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Thank you guys so much. XRP Maxis waiting for dad to come home after the cigarette run. Yeah. They'll do all right. But it's going to take a lot longer to get to their numbers, man. Their numbers. Hopefully they turn it, pass it down to their kids. If they want to get those numbers, they got to pass it on to another generation. All right. enough teasing of this. All right. My boss planning to replace me with AI. Hearing me ask for a raise. Yeah, you're not getting a raise. I think. Are you exhausted? It looks like. The news tonight. Yes, we did. All right, we're gonna get into the other trends for the normies, and then get into what is going on with Bitcoin tonight in the foreign market. Interday trading, in about 2 hours. So we'll take a look and see what's going to happen in the future. Cavaliers versus Pistons. What we do every single day, guys, is we look up the normies, if they're paying attention at all to our space. It's very rare that we do, but when they do, it's a breakout moment for retail to get back in. And right now, retail's pretty much ignoring us because they got no money. The economy is gone to shit. they're paying $5 at the gas pump, and it's not looking great for them, right? So I'm not expecting it, but we check on them every day, right? To see, of course, follow the money, follow the normies, and follow their money in the space. And here we are tonight doing the same thing again. Usually they only look up 3 things: sports, video games, and celebrities. And we're going to grade them on a traditional grade scale. Let's get to it. Cavaliers versus Pistons. Sports. Tanner Horner. I don't know. Some guy going in... a celebrity? I don't know. Dia del Maestro. I don't know what the hell that is. Arsenal. Rangers versus Yankees. Yeah, sports. Normies love their sports. It's all sports tonight, it looks like. Utz, potato chip recall. Salmonella. Guys, don't be eating those processed foods anyway, or you'll get salmonella. Internal Revenue Service, the IRS. Are we talking about the IRS? I don't see why we're doing that. We're gonna abolish it? That's what I want to know. Americans need to act by July 10th to claim potential IRS COVID refund. Another refund? We're doing another one? It's all money printing. I'll do it. I don't care. Don't even give me the money. Just give it to someone else. Of course, it's gonna make Bitcoin. It's gonna make, of course, Bitcoin have a good time. Let's see. NHL draft. Tacos near me. What? Tacos near me? Because of Cinco de Mayo? God, normies are so pathetic, man. Oh my God.
Stupid.
Really? It's Taco Tuesday and it's Cinco de Mayo. I get it. But like, really? People are Googling that phrase, tacos near me? They don't have like a Mexican restaurant they go to? Or well, most Americans aren't really cultured enough to have a go-to Mexican restaurant, in my opinion. Anyway. Okay, Lakers, Thunder, Tony nominations, celebrities, sports. Vivek Ramaswamy. Wow, we have Vivek in the headlines. Interesting. For the governor race of Ohio. That'll be a second term, right? Pretty sure he's already been the governor of Ohio. Wild versus Avalanche. Sports, all sports. AMD stock. There we go. We got a little bit of credit. Ding, 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 ding for the normies. Vivek Ramaswamy. Did they misspell his name? Is it twice? I read it once. Okay, twice. AMD stock. There we go. Mushroom. People are looking up literally a mushroom. Human brain changes after the first psychedelic use of a mushroom. Ooh. When science gets close to understanding how a psychedelic trip changes the human mind. Give me mushrooms. I want to try at least once. Okay, let's see. Cinco de Mayo deals. Of course, normies want to save some money. Twins Nationals, sports. The rest is sports, and that is it. Ohio election results again. Vivek Ramaswamy. I'll give him at least 3 or 4 out of that, but still that gets them an F. It's a top 20, of course, on Google Trends. Normies, of course, get an F. What is new? All right, looking at Bitcoin today. This is what's new on the last 7 days. Let's take a look and see how Bitcoin was searched this morning. It looks about the same amount as we got yesterday. About the same amount, yes. Going into the foreign market, we're getting a bit higher on these trends. Look how much they're staying afloat. That's bullish. Wow. Look how low we were back here at the beginning of the week. That is not normal. We don't normally keep that trend going. Usually the peaks and that's it. And we go down to the bottom to about 30 on the index. So I'm bullish after seeing this. And obviously we have to also fight that curve we had, I think it was Saturday or Sunday. That crazy breakout curve that broke this entire index. So yeah, I do like where the normie searches are headed for Bitcoin on that scale on the last 2 days of trading in the United States. Let's see what else we have here on the Bitcoin on the normie searches against the other major crypto assets. It looks like XRP's got a run for its money now. Look at this, holy crap. Solana and Ethereum now reaching XRP level of searches. This is insane. We've never seen this. Consistently throughout an entire 6 or 12 hour period. Nope, we've never seen that. XRP usually is the most dominant second searched crypto asset on Google against Bitcoin. Of course, you can't dethrone Bitcoin. We've seen a few spikes from XRP and in the past that have come close to touching Bitcoin's global search history. But yeah, nothing like this. This is insane. The rest of the other assets are definitely getting a little more attention. Maybe you want to start getting positions ready, guys. I'm telling you. I've been buying a little bit of this, a little bit of that every single day on these on the potential that we just do not come back in any meaningful way again. So again, load up while you can. This is that's surprising me. That's definitely surprising me tonight. All right, guys, we got to get back over to see what's going on with Bitcoin in the order books. See where we're heading tonight. Bitcoin's still holding 81,000 and some change. Again, if we can flip 81.3 into bullish support, we have a good potential outcome for tonight being $83,000 Bitcoin night going into tomorrow morning. Again, the forward market's been a lot more bullish than we have in the past 3 months. A lot of the pullbacks, of course, happen in America, which are assholes. All right, so anyway, guys, we're still a little flat, but this kind of started this way last night. A little more flat than it was last night. I think it was like 8.5, 9 billion back and forth between the bulls and the bears last night. So we're getting kind of started. Maybe in the morning we'll see about the same thing again, 9 or 8 or 9 billion for the market open. The bears have pretty much been staying out of the way because they're afraid to get wrecked, and I would be too. So even though the volume's flat, we're still making ground. We're still making some ground. But I will be looking at seeing if we're going to get a little bit of exhaustion here as we get closer and closer to the top range again, as we touched before. About 80, was it 81.9, 81.8? What was the high we got today? The high we got today on Bitcoin. Come on, get back into the 15-minute. Loading. There we go. So the high we got today was 81.8. So if we do approach 81.8 again, did I really just I locked it in again? I don't know how I. Okay, there we go. It unlocked it. All right, so yeah, 81.8. If we can get past the 81.8 again, 800 being the last line in the sand for the bears to defend Bitcoin at that level, then we're going to be probably shooting up above 85,000 against them. That's the big area they have to really defend Bitcoin at. If not, we'll do a little bit of a pit stop at 82.5, right? 82,500. It's going to be 600. It always is. And then, of course, yeah, the big one at 85,000. That's where the bears have the most level of, conviction to hold Bitcoin back for a little while longer. And that's not where they're, of course, stopping. They're also starting to build up at 90,000, 90,000, 95,000, of course, continuing this line up. This is all brand new in the last few days, adding up to at least a 95 to 97K. It's all still pretty early, though. But either way, guys, it looks pretty bullish on all the longer time frames, like I mentioned before. So it looks like we're mostly just going up. Prepare for either way. Like I said, I'm ready. I am ready. I've been ready. I've been ready. All right, let's get back to where are we going, guys? We got to do the chaos magic for the evening and figure out where Bitcoin's likely going to go. We're still being rejected off of this trend line from April. Again, the trend's your friend until it's not. We lost the trend. Now we're trying to get back above it. We still have a lot of an area to pull back from this parabolic move. We can still come back down and test 79,800 again and still be on a bullish trend. But it hasn't come pull back at all in 24 hours. So we're still on a little bit of a parabolic move from just yesterday, or Sunday. I think Sunday. It started on Sunday, right? Yeah, Sunday. Okay. And that crazy pullback, man, that whiplash, Sunday to Monday, that's insane. Again, it is still respecting that trend as resistance now, though, so I'm keeping track of that for the most part. All right, let's do this. Where are my ritual sticks? It's been forever since I did one of these, guys. Where'd they go? Holy shit, they gone? They gone forever now? Oh my god. What? I might have lost them. Oh, they might be down in there. I think they're down in there. Yeah, there they are. I found them. I haven't done this in a minute because of the conference and everything, too, taking up all my evenings on that Pacific Standard Time. Definitely was not used. That was a weird time zone, man. That was a weird time zone. Central Time is fine. It's only an hour behind Eastern, but, like, Pacific, yikes. Damn. 6 o'clock in the morning for the morning open? I would jump off a bridge. I'm not living on the West Coast. Definitely not planning on living on the West Coast ever. All right. So what's going on with Bitcoin tonight? Again, we do this every single night. We, of course, show you guys where likely a Bitcoin is going to go via chaos magic. I do this every single night. And, yeah, with 98% accuracy, I'll show you where Bitcoin's likely going to go. It's crazy. I know. And all we do is suggest it to the universe. And, of course, it provides. It provides. All right. So here we go. This might be one of the last times I can do this, counting down to seeing how much I get done with destroying the studio tomorrow. But let's see. I'm gonna burn a $20 bill in honor of the Cliffy. Thank you so much, Cliff. Cinco de Mayo! Thank you so much for, of course, coming out and supporting me, guys. I want to catch up with you guys. My top fans tonight are, of course, yours truly, Cliff, sitting at 1,150 XP. We got Strawberry Dragons with 200 XP. Strawberry, I love you as well. Of course, our favorite flavor of dragon. Ben Lawrence coming in at number 3 with 150 XP. And then Super Danny tied for number 4 with a lot of you guys. Oh my god. So many of you guys. Gamma, Go Time, D Not You, Milk Money, Steak the Snake, Slick Rick, and Super Danny. Again, thanks guys for coming out and of course participating with the chaos. I appreciate you, and I can't of course do this without you. You guys bring the chaos to the channel. Cheers, Cliff. And Dylan. Shout out to Dylan too, man. Again, that was his drink earlier. I shouldn't have drank it. All right. So yeah, of course we do Crypto Chaos Magic every single night. And I will show you on my desk, which is still a mess. I will burn the candle. We're going to start the ritual now. Candle has started. It's been lit. I placed that on my altar. I'm going to make our sacrifice, which is a $20 US bill. Yes, another Jackson. Burning the Jackson. Is our ritual sacrifice. There we go. And he's gone. Nice. Goodbye. Another one bites the dust. Continuing with the rest of the pile of broken dreams and lies and shit money. Oh, man. Oh, damn it. I'm making a mess. Okay. Alright, so now that sacrifice croc payos over the altar, the ritual is complete, and I will show you now that I'm an instrument of chaos where Bitcoin's likely going to go next. I've been blessed by the chaos gods, of course. Thank you. Alright, Bitcoin now sitting at 81,300. This is the make or break moment, guys. This is it. If we can flip this, again, we're continuing the structure higher, getting tighter and tighter on this, against the channel. I guess we're creating a channel against our trend from last month, which still is to be respected, right? All right, let's see where we're about ready to go tonight. Doing this on the 15-minute as I do every single day. If you guys have not seen me do this before, but a minute, right? 9, 12, and 3 against are represented by ritual sticks, are representing, of course, the other side of the world, and this side of the world inversely, where the market, of course, opens, starts doing their intraday trading, lunchtime, right? 3 p.m., of course, the wind down to the close, and then we do it all over again in the morning on, of course, Wednesday. So, yeah, set up for that tomorrow. Let's see where Bitcoin's likely going to go into tomorrow morning. All right. So, yeah, looking at this on 10 o'clock. We're going to run this up maybe to about 81,600, maybe 81,008 by 6 o'clock. I mean, 6 o'clock. 10 o'clock, 10:30. Get a little bit of rejection there. Maybe we'll see a little bit of a pushback up here at 12:30, 12 o'clock. We could get a breakout, double top breakout. Then we're looking at about 82.6 maybe. 82.6 for a pullback, hitting the trend line. And if we keep that trend, man, which I don't think we will on a baseline scenario, base case scenario, yeah, we're going to lose that around 3 o'clock as per usual. And then we're pretty much keeping it where we're at right now. Not too much, pretty much a Bart Simpson for the evening. That's pretty typical. But a little bit higher for the morning, a little bit higher, not by much, 81.6, right? So about $300 higher than we are now for our baseline target. Again, just kind of keeping the trend. We did get a breakout though. If that does play out, that would be good in our favor. I kind of want to do that again though without even breaking out, because I feel like we gotta have something juicy for the our bull case scenario. There we go. Something like this more than likely going to happen that time frame. There we go. Just respect and rejection again for another day. All right. That's our baseline. Bull case scenario. Bull case scenario, we're going to break out. We're going to break out pretty quick, around 12:30. Maybe we get as high as 83,000. If we push that even higher before 3 o'clock in the morning, maybe 83.3. That's our bull case scenario for Bitcoin. Coming down the trend line and keeping that for support would be a blast. That would be our best case scenario, realistically, for Bitcoin this evening. All right, bear case scenario. We come back down and we get rejected right around 11 o'clock in the afternoon in the foreign market. Yeah, maybe we try to keep the trend line here going, but when we lose that, if we do lose that, it'll happen right around 3 o'clock in the morning. We'll come back down and maybe retest about 80 or 79,000. 79,600 on that trend line, and if we lose that even further, maybe we get down to about 70. Maybe 79.6, something like that. I don't think we're gonna go that low though. I'm gonna do this one more time. There we go, bounce there, and then we're kind of grinding on that for the morning open. There we go. There's our bear case scenario for tonight. All right, so there we go. We got our baseline and we got our bear. We got our bull case scenarios for this evening, and then we're gonna of course do the tried, tested, and true. Only happened again 4 times between these two. One time the super bear case scenario. Super bear case scenario right now would send us down to about 70. I want to say 75K. Maybe bounce off that, and then we continue a little bit lower. Let's just go to 70K flat. This is again. Something major in Iran, something macro fears, whatever. That would take us down to pretty much the some of the lower levels. Oh, that basically takes us down to where the the super not even getting close enough to bounce off it or touch the iceberg on our golden pocket. I mean, that's crazy, man. Again, we have not touched the golden pocket, either of the golden pockets we originally set up since 2.5. We haven't touched any of them since the end of February. None of them we built. So we're primed and ready for a pullback. It's just the bull's going to give them a pullback. I just don't think they're going to do that. All right, so that's what we're looking at right now. A super our bear case scenario. Now we're looking at our super bull. Super bear case scenario has played out one time. That was the 2.5 event on my channel. It's the only time that I've done this for the last 3 years it ever played out. Super bull case scenario is going to send us to the moon. 80. So right now, it's thinking about 81,300. It would send us to about 90K. 90K on a Super Bowl candle. Again, Super Bowl candles usually are only about a $10,000 candle. So again, that just goes back to history. This has happened 3 times last year, almost one for every quarter. We got robbed on the final quarter of 2025. All right, so there we go, guys. Everything is now on the board. These are all the options we have. What are we likely going to go into tomorrow? This is going to be a tough one. I'd love to be wrong, but I'm probably going to go with baseline bear. Maybe we get as high as 82, but it's probably going to be it, right? Maybe we get as high as 82, and that is it. Again, we'll probably see a little bit of a pullback, and we'll keep maybe this trend line going in the morning. So something like that is going to maybe look something like this. Again, going down our baseline bear somewhere down here. Hopefully keeping this trend line going. This is still the trend, that's going to be your friend since the breakout. Worst case scenario, we do hit some of these lows down here at about 8. Again, I've been saying that for a while too on my other chart. Is it the other chart? It should be on this one. Yeah. It's just deeper in the time frame. Yeah. Seeing that possible pullback a little bit lower in the coming days. If we're lucky for one more pullback to buy, then we're looking at between 75, 78, 79. And this kind of going back to the trend line sends us back to at least 78, 79. So again, baseline bear. And you zoom out, man, you can't even see these moves. These are micro moves compared to where we're going. All right, so yeah, guys, we'll see where we end up tomorrow. Again, with 98% accuracy, this is usually how it plays out. I'd love to be wrong, right? I always ask to be wrong. I used to have all my crystals to demand the universe, never demand anything from the universe, to suggest the universe to be wrong, but it never plays out in my favor. So we're always right. Tired of winning.
We're gonna win so much.
Tired of winning.
You may even get tired of winning.
Yeah, so tired of winning. All right, guys, we'll catch up with the chat one more time before we go tonight. Oh God, Ben's got his socks out. Oh, whoa! What are we talking about? Whoa! That's a new quote from Ben. Whoa, we gotta write that one down. Okay, I gotta scroll up and catch up with you guys. Whoa, Jake. Whoa, I don't know if I can read this chat tonight. You guys are all surly. Okay. Okay, Cliff says Ben Lawrence socks guy is funny. Sweet talking the socks off Otaku. Unhappy about Brian Armstrong putting panties for Bitcoin on. Oh, jeez, that's who you were talking about, putting on panties for Bitcoin. Brian Armstrong. You got to put them on your head. That's the only way to wear Bitcoin panties. But you got to wear them on your head, like that. Yeah, like that. Only way to wear them, and people take you seriously. Oh my God.
What are you, stupid?
All right. Okay, Cliff, I want Otaku to pump up the chaos. Yes, let's go. Pump it up. I want to play the dump song, the House Hippo dump. I want to play that, but we're not allowed to play that. No one's selling. Otaku showing feet is like taking off the bandages to go OP. What the hell? What the hell, Ben? Cliff says, you ever wonder if you get the salmonella from some kind of grown or sell your meat products because they're made of the salmonella parasite stuff? It's Tinfoil Hat Tuesday after all. Yeah, don't get me started with all the stuff they pump in those chicken breasts. Okay, Jake and Snake says, Normie's doing anything for the gram. Oh, is that why? I googled tortas near me. Oh no, the tortas. Here we go. Yep, here we go. Perpetual Divers is bullish tonight. Jake and Snake says, can't just exist and do things without influence. Ooh, I guess so. Ben asking the real questions. He wanted that fupa chalupa, not a taco. Oh my God. Ben asks you not to judge him. All right. Yeah, he also has a really good quote down below too. I bought the newest dimes. Good stuff. Of course, coming from Dylan, I'm assuming. Good stuff as always. A quick little update for you guys on Dylan's dimes. We're gonna have him on the channel at some point. We're gonna try to shoot for when my move's over and his wedding is over, because he's still in the process of planning his wedding and of course getting back to work. So we're giving him a little bit of grace period, and of course I'd love to have him on the channel whenever he's ready. Also, this is not going to look like the studio here in a minute. This is going to look like a boring place. All right, Slick Rizza says you are going to see 82,500 in a few hours. Ooh, that pretty much lines up with my my scenario tonight. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Slick. Damn, you're on point, man. You and I, great minds think alike, right? Great minds think alike. Let's go. Yes, Ben Lawrence says, I'm up a lot on this year. Made up all the Myria Nadix losses. I've been practicing since. Nice. God is good, says Ben. Me too, man. I'm happy where I am too. Again, from where we were at the beginning of this year, doing a very, very much better. Even with the dip we're in right now, right? We did pretty well, especially thanks to Dylan. Slick Rizza says there's barely any resistance above 85,000 now. It's going there. Yeah, it's probably going to go there and maybe get rejected. Ben Lawrence says, good for you, Jake the Snake Band. Yes, orange fingers, warm heart, Jake the Snake. That booty looks like a combo meal. That's the quote of the night from Ben Lawrence. What the hell, Ben? Who are you saying that to? Who are you saying that to? Oh, damn it, Ben. Yes, mine, Bo Beta than last year, says Cliff as well. Nice. I'm happy to hear that too, man. I'm happy to hear that you guys are all looking better in your portfolios than you did last year, because last year was a disaster. Slick Rick says, draw a line from the top candle down. We just have broken out the wedge and the tight squeeze. People need to wake up. It's about to go parabolic. Parabolic soon, says Slick Rizza. Damn, look at that. 81,500 incoming. We could start wicking, pretty up to the top of this trend line. That would be about 81,800 if we do that in the next hour. All right, let's see. I can move to first in a flash. I can move. Okay. What it do? How's it going, Cliff? Super Danny in the chat. How's it going? What are you gonna steal bases? And is this baseball? What are we talking about? Still, yeah. We move the first. Hey, Gigi, Strawberry Dragon, and Danny. You're talking about on the top fans list. I gotcha. Are we ready to go to 1 million yet? Says D, not you. Not quite yet. We got a few years. For that. Being conservative, right? Being smart. Being realistic. 2030, 2031. Yeah, it's still on my trajectory, you know, conservatively, you know, maybe 500 to 800,000 by 2030. I'm trying to be a little bit, you know, smart with my projections. Clip says, Ben says, rigged otaku. I'm looking at the trend line. It's rigged. It's rigged. Yeah, I guess I did do a little bit of a bias tonight with that trend line on the board. Slick Rick says, looks like a bull flag. Yeah, Lou, this is gonna be devastating for the shorts. Yeah, we're gonna wake up in the morning and have a whole other day of just hanging out, watching everyone get wrecked like we did on Monday. That was fun. If we go past 100K, give me credit when it happens, says D, not you. Damn. Yeah, sure, D, not you. Let me know, because we haven't done this in a while. It's been a good month. But I used to put, tickers, you guys' names on the board with your predictions. So if you guys want me to do that again, let me know. The only thing I have right now is Michael Seller's going to be talking on Joe Rogan. His official interview goes live on the 31st. So the end of this month is going to be bullish no matter what for Bitcoin. So yeah, if you do have any predictions, let me know. I'll put them on the board. You're looking for 100K by when, D, not you. Let me know by the time I get to the bottom of this chat. Slick Rizza says, everyone's being so bearish will be my wealth. Nice. Damn. Rizza, you came to the right place, man. People keep shorting and getting destroyed. Yes, bro, just watch the chart. You are about to see a Bitcoin rip. I called it. You're gonna miss a pump. You're gonna miss it. I'm gonna leave, man. I gotta go, continue tearing down the studio. It'll happen. It'll happen when it happens. I'm not saying it's gonna happen tonight, but it could happen short term tomorrow, maybe. Okay, Yu Yu Hakusho. Hey, oh yeah. Come on, Otaku. I know you're the Band-Aids reference. Okay, gotcha. You're talking about Yu Yu Hakusho. He was one of my favorite characters in the show too. Abe, Dogecoin. This Dogecoin. How's it going, Doge? All right, I guess we can take a look at Doge real quick before we head out. But we haven't really seen too much movement on Doge. Was it sitting on getting close to 10 cents or 11 cents now? Let's take a look and see where Doge is at. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since he even popped up on Bubbles recently too. It's been a minute. Let's take a look at Binance. Oh damn! Look at that rip. Doge front running Bitcoin. This is bullish, guys. This is what happens. Abe, shout out to Abe. Damn, 11.5 cents right now on Doge coming out of the woodwork. And it looks like a lot of these other charts, guys. Don't ignore this, because this is front running everything. I've been showing you guys the same pattern right here on every single coin. That's rounding off the bottom on Ethereum, right? Rounding off the bottom on ADA, on Gwei, on Zama, on every freaking coin, on ADA especially. What do we got? XRP, the same chart, right? Same chart on XP, rounding out the bottom. What else? ZBEC, that's different. That's a little different, but still kind of rounding out the bottom. Caspa, every chart looking the same, rounding out the bottom. Solana, especially, yes, rounding out the bottom. We're going, guys, and Doge just showed us where we're going, because again, Doge likes to front run Bitcoin. This is definitely history in the making, right? That we've seen this happen so many times before. That is bullish, guys. That is bullish. But I'm not getting too bold-tardish yet. It is still, May. It's still may go away. But I am still accumulating. As time goes, slow and steady. Again, there's probably a lot of insiders right now that probably know whether or not we're going to get the Clarity Act passed. And a lot of that, of course, is going to determine how much liquidity is going to enter our space before the end of the year. So we're getting probably a little bit of that move as well in the on the background. Let's see what else we have in the chat before we head out tonight. D, not you. When did you want to put 100K up on the board? I'll give you credit if you tell me what date. Let's see. I think I pretty much caught most of you guys now. Jacob Snake says Slick Ricky Aoli is a good guy. Who the hell is that? Slick Rick. Okay, you're giving him a nickname. Slick Ricky Aoli. Let's give him a shield. Yes, let's give him a shield. I agree, man. I agree. Great minds think alike. I definitely would love to have him around for sure, man. There you go, man. It used to be wrenches, but we had to freaking adapt for shields. damn it, YouTube. But in the new studio, I'll have to make up a shield. I don't know. All right. Oh shit, I'm about to buy Doge, says Jake. Whoa, damn. You're gonna buy Doge on that call. I mean, it already ran up today, right? Don't get too bull-tardish. It is wicking too, and it's wicking down on a downtrend. So be careful out there. That's Doge. It's maybe today's the dog's day, right? Yeah, that could actually break out pretty quick to the upside, man. Oh wow. You're gonna make me buy Doge now too. I haven't bought Doge since the beginning of the year because usually Doge does pretty well at the beginning of every year. Yeah, that's about ready to break out too. Look at that. It's testing that last level of resistance. Next stop would be chopping around 12 cents 8. That is a move from where we are right now, not too far. About 5%. 5%. If it gets stuck there, there is a lot of resistance back there. A little bit higher though, at about 12.2, 12.26. That's probably where it's going to get stuck for a little bit if Bitcoin does not see a breakout. All right, so a little early on Doge, but maybe in the next few days, if Bitcoin continues to rip, you might start to see a little bit more gains from this move where you're at right now. Maybe about 15%, up to the next level of resistance, which is about 13 cents too. I don't any more than that. You're really just you're hoping, man. You're just really hoping. You're asking for a lot of risk, right? You're putting a lot of risk on the table for something that might not play out. All right, guys. So be safe out there. Don't do anything stupid. Maybe buy Doge. Maybe don't buy Doge. I'm still not convinced yet that this is anything but a sucker's rally. I'm still again DCAing either way a little bit every day, hoping for a pullback to DCA a little bit more. But we're pretty much off the races, guys. Right? In the next few months. Again, like I said at the beginning of the year, it feels like June, July is going to be some good months. Again, typically selling may go away. It just feels like a disbelief for a rally. It is feeling like a disbelief rally. It probably is not real. I'm not going to treat it like it is, so I am just taking my time. All right. Let's see what else we have here in the chat before we head out. Thanks, bro. You're such a super cool guy. Group. Thank you. No, you too, man. Thanks for stopping by, Slick. Nice meeting you as well. I do, of course, like, great minds think alike. Buying the top, says Zabe Doge. A little bit on that. Yeah, it is. It looks looking like it's hitting resistance right now, so you could be buying the top tonight. Be careful on that. Again, never invest any more than you're willing to lose. It's looking like a bull flag, though, for a breakout. Again, if it does get rejected at 11.2, you won't have that much to gain from here. You're looking about like what a few percent, about 2%. The next move up about 6 or 7%, and a breakout towards 12 cents too. So again, take profits if you guys are going to play with leverage. Of course, use very small amounts. Be safe. Don't do anything stupid. All right, alts are so close to absolutely ripping now, says Slick. I wouldn't get too carried away just yet. Ethereum still hasn't gotten above 24 or 2,500. It looks like it wants to go, right? It's getting a little bit more of a bull flag here, probably on the daily. Let's take a look. Yeah, I mean, it's still reaching. I wouldn't be too excited yet for alts until we get maybe a band of 2,500 or more. I'm looking to be a buyer of Ethereum here until we do rip into about 25, 26. So I hope for my sake it doesn't. What would you suggest? Abe from Doge says Jake. Slick Rick says Solana's going to be at least to test 100. Was it $90 yet? Is Solana at $90 yet? Let's see. Where's Soul? 86. So no cigar. Not quite there yet. $100 is going to be a bit harder to get to, as well as we do have the hard resistance level at about $97. But when everything rips, it rips, right? We'll break through resistance. We'll hit that 103, get probably rejected off it right away. Again, people are going to probably be selling that a lot harder before we hit 100 flat, right? For, of course, some quick gains. Because that's probably a decent chunk of change, man. That's like, 20%. 20% if we get around $100 for Solana on that move from where we are right now. All right, what else we got in the chat? Cliff says, sorry if I missed. I was out in the backyard. Hopefully not letting Tito's drive the lawnmower. No, don't do it, Cliff. Tito's take the wheel. No. Cliff says, did you happen to look at Terra Luna chart? No, not yet. Could be worth looking at. That thing is just ripped, man. That thing just... Okay, I have a love-hate story with Terra Luna. All right. I invested in it in 2020, 2021. Threw like $200 at it. It ripped, man. It ripped. I was probably up like $2,000 or more, and then it went down to nothing, literally nothing. Terra Luna Classic, of course, took over, I guess, as bringing it back to life. I don't know. They had a narrative and a push to make the coin, relevant again. And then out of nowhere, yeah, it just came back. It's so freaking weird, and that was 5 years ago. So I don't know. We can take a look at it. It's just gonna hurt my feelings. So it's the only coin I really lost money on.
What are you, stupid?
I used to say that before Miria. All right, well, I already made my money back on Miria, so I don't care. All right, so we're looking at what is that? Oh yeah, Luna Classic. Yep. So that's Lunk. Hopefully it's probably what it's gonna sound like when it hits the floor again. Lunk.
What are you, stupid?
Oh jeez. Lunk. That's a funny sound. Okay, Mexi, sure. That's perpetuals. Damn it! Come on, give me a tether. Damn it. Binance tether. There we go. All right, there it is. Rip. There's the rip. And again, we saw this on Bubbles. We've been talking about it for a couple days now. It continues to rip. I think it did 20% just today alone. In the last few days, is now up about 270% on Terra Luna Classic. I don't get it. I don't get it. They're treating it as a meme coin. IDK. But I'll be watching this. It's broken out a little bit. Yeah, it probably just got squeezed down from. Back in the day, I guess. We didn't even see a peak at all in October. This thing was pretty much non-existent at all during, of course, the great crypto crash last year. All right, let's take a look and see if there's anything going on with Terra Luna, because now you've gotten piquing me my interest. Not that I want to buy it or anything. But yeah, why pumping? Is it relevant? Is it still relevant? All right, see if the team's coming back with something new or whatever. But the last time we saw a pump, I think it was consensus of last year. Someone was wearing a Terra Luna Classic shirt and then it pumped. I mean, you just never know these things. Terra Luna is currently pumping due to the aggressive token burns and increased trading volume, which has created a supply shock. However, despite the recent price surge, many analysts caution that the underlying fundamentals remain weak. And the project has a history of instability, which I just told you my story on it. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I'm thinking it's a meme coin now.
What are you?
Be careful in crypto land. You just never know. That project is scary, man, Bush. Yep. 100%. 100%. All right, guys. All right. I think I'm good. I got to get going, guys. I'm going to try to get a little bit of work done here in the studio. Before I go to bed tonight. I'm hoping what I'm planning to do now is just kind of go around the TV and pull off all my panels. You guys know the whole studio is covered in these panels, right? I gotta tear them all down. It effing sucks. I'm gonna try to keep as much as I can and put it in storage to rebuild later, because this is the second time I built the studio now, and in a few years, it's kind of sad. I just built this last year and I have to tear it all down. It hasn't been a year since I moved here. Anyway, so yeah, I'm probably gonna try to get most of that around. I gotta get the TV off the walls. I don't know if I can do that by myself. I might have to wait till the weekend to do that. So I'm gonna try to tear all of this down by tomorrow. Yeah, that's the goal anyway. And then I gotta do the ceiling. Yeah, don't forget the ceiling. Yeah, all those panels on the ceiling. That's all also mass loaded vinyl, so that's this heavy, very I don't think I even have any near the there. You can see some right there on the wall. All that right there, that is all mass loaded vinyl. So that is a very, very thick foam product that weighs a shit ton. It took me weeks to put it up. took me weeks to put all this up on the walls and the ceiling. You know, the ceiling was a nightmare because I had to pinch, you know, like I had to cut it into like 2x2 squares because I couldn't lift anything more than that onto the ceiling. But the walls I got maybe like 4 foot by 8 foot, I think. I was able to kind of push myself onto it and then pinch it with the ladder and then screw an end onto it to keep it up and then staple the whole damn thing to the wall. I did that for every single wall in the studio, and it's a fucking nightmare. I gotta tear it all down. I also boarded up a window. I gotta tear apart the window. It's just a lot. It's a lot, guys. I have these floating desks that you see in the studio. I gotta tear all that down. Eventually, you're gonna be moving the studio completely out into a separate room, and then set up maybe a temporary desk situation like I have right now. Yeah, I mean, I got to get the monitors off the wall, everything. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So bear with me, right? Bear with me as I continue to, tear everything down, rebuild and restructure, and then I guess ship out to an Asian country, and we're gonna start from scratch. You guys can see my entire journey the entire way. As I took you guys with me to Florida, as I took you guys with me to Pennsylvania, New York, and Ohio, and now, Malaysia, or maybe Thailand, or Vietnam, or Hong Kong. I'd love to be in Thailand by next year, and then go to Consensus in Hong Kong. That'd be amazing. And of course, Japan. Also looking at houses in Japan. They're pretty cheap and abandoned. They do not come with waifu or panties, but I will find them anyway. Separate.
What are you, stupid?
All right, guys. I gotta call it. Have a good night. I'll see you all again tomorrow. Stay safe. Bitcoin is sitting around 81,300. Again, calling for baseline bear. Maybe a teeny tiny bit bullish, but not much. I think we're gonna probably see one day of rejection off these trend lines. Then maybe tomorrow we can get America to be a little bit more bullish than we were today. But at some point we are going to get exhausted, right? The bears are going to find a spot to hold us back. It's usually how this goes. We come back down, we capitulate, then we shoot back up, we break the bears again, we wreck them, and then we see new all-time highs. So maybe one more day, swoop down, catch the lows, swing back up, and then, yeah, we're off to the races. You just never know. It's crypto. It's crypto. All right, have a good night, guys. Stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything stupid. Don't.
What are you, stupid?
Don't do anything stupid. Before the bull run.
Stupid?
Have a good night, guys.
Stupid?
Later.
Fly me to the moon. Let me trade among the stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, hold my keys. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh! Do my world is more wrong and let me huddle forever more and more and more and more and more. I'm on board. Hollywood shop in the door. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
What are you, stupid? I'm not stupid. All right, guys, me playing with my dolls again. I'll see you again tomorrow morning, 8:30. Well, for me, it's 8:30. 9 p.m., of course, Eastern Standard Time for the morning open. I will see you again. Stay safe, guys. Don't do anything stupid. You know the drill. Oh, jeez. I cannot believe I'm destroying this whole thing again. All right, later.
Watch the cash burn, land fade. A new world rises, we've made the trade. The robots are rising, ice taking the crown. But we're the ones that won't back down.
Bet.